we called, like after the fact, you see it's older people. Those are the people calling in. I never got my sticker. I never got my bumper sticker. I never got my tote bag. They didn't get any of this shit. I didn't get my badge. That sort of shit. And
badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
People told them exactly what they wanted to hear, and this is the boiler room market, telemarketer bullshit thing, and this was going. I think it's still going on.
Well, wait. Let's call a spade here. I mean, running a charity is not easy business. I mean, let's face facts, okay? So if you do have a charity, and the charity needs to have a CFO and some kind of administrators to run everything, make sure everything runs right, okay, fine. I understand that. And let's say this said charity is raising hundreds of millions of dollars. There's no reason why the person who's in charge of the charity can't make an honest living running the charity, but making an excessive amount of money as CEO and giving yourself a bonus and 2 houses and 6 cars and a boat off the charity is uncalled for. It's not right. And to be honest with you, this isn't the only type of business this occurs in. You ever wonder why you have to pay $15 to go see a movie in the theaters? That's because every dollar that's charged by the movie theater, 90% goes to the production houses, and the movie theater only makes 10 cents on every dollar. So the Paramounts, the Warner Brothers, the MCU, they make 90 cents on every dollar that's at the gate. They're basically doing conspiracy horseman math. They're getting 99% of the gate. And what happens is, that's why you're spending $7 for a large soda, because that's what's making the movie theater stay afloat. Okay, not the Capitol Theater. They have a ghost, so, whatever. But, as far as charities goes, there's really no regulation, because you just said it yourself. By law, 10% of what they raise.
No, that's the thing. There is fuck tons of regulation, and all of these scumbags, they fucking skirt the line. They have lawyers. They have a dozen guys waiting just to cover them and just say, don't say this, say this. Here is a book of verbiage. Don't go out of this book. Do not deviate from anything that's not in this book, and you will never go to jail. You will never see a dollar in fines paid, because that legalese is the number one thing they teach you when you work for these fucking places.
I'm gonna bring up some things, and this isn't specifically cancer charities, but these are well-known charities. The ones you shouldn't donate to. There's a chart I found, and then I have a list of cancer stuff that I didn't even know about. I'll read later. American Red Cross, president and CEO, salary for the year as of this, and I think this was a couple of years ago, $651,000, 957 cents, plus expenses. Like you're talking about your boats and your planes, all that stuff. March of Dimes. It's called March of Dimes because, sadly, a dime for every dollar, that's your thing, Sal, the maximum right there, is 10%. Given to the needy. United Way. President receives $375,000 base salary along with numerous expense benefits. UNICEF, where they're trying to help third world countries, they have that famous commercial about donating and sponsoring a kid. $1.2 million salary per year, $100K per month, plus all expenses, including a Rolls Royce. Less than 5 cents of your donated dollar goes to the cause. So it's actually lower than should be. This is the big one, and I knew this because we go to Goodwill a lot to buy like gym clothes, or my wife buys books there. Goodwill CEO and owner profits $2.3 million a year. Goodwill is a very catchy name for his business. You donate to his business, and then he sells the items for profit. He pays nothing for their products and pays his workers minimum wage. $0 goes to help anyone. People confuse this. This isn't part of the chart. People confuse this with one of the ones that are on the good list, the Salvation Army. That's probably why he named it kind of, and he's always around the Salvation Army. Mm-hmm. So people think it's the same exact company or place or whatever, but that's probably 5 out of 100 that do the same exact stuff.
Even during crisis in emergency systems, we saw all that with Red Cross with Houston. How about those hundreds of pounds of dog food that the lady brought home?
Fucking horseshit.
Unbelievable. Wow. They were just thrown in a dumpster because they knew that if they asked, they would get more because, we've only got 1,000 tons here, but we could get the check. And if we show that we don't have anything, but we got to get rid of this. Like, It's just the sheer greed of it. But here's how they'll justify those big salaries too: is, well, I don't deal on a street level. I have to recruit platinum level, corporate level donations, and I can't show up to meetings in not the right attire. I can't not be wearing a $2,000 suit and driving a Mercedes. If you want me to get these big corporate sponsors, I have to be paid a corporate salary. Like, you know, that's just as easy as they'll fucking write it off and justify it from where your heart is no longer in the right place for whatever group you're trying to serve who really needs the help.
Well, just to add more fuel to the fire, so we can all get a little more pissed off and triggered. The wig company, what's it called? Locks for Love.
Locks for Love. Yeah.
They actually charge, from what I understand, and depending on your salary income. So if you're a person making a decent living and unfortunately fall in hard times because your loved one has to battle cancer, they can actually charge you for a wig.
Yep. Which
they don't disclose, right off the bat. So right then and there, there's shady business going on, and it's also incorporated in all these Joel Osteen type of ministers who live in $20-30 million homes and have private jets, and they claim they heal people and donate to the church. They don't pay a single cent in taxes because of separation of church and state, and they're basically living the gimmick like a Ric Flair, like a Hulk Hogan, and laughing all the way to the bank because they're preaching about a sand wizard, which I believe in, not to knock anyone's religion, but regardless of the fact, they're making money off of it. They're not doing a goddamn thing. And then when the flood hit, what was it? Where's he in? Louisiana, Texas,
Houston.
He didn't open up his doors to let people in because he didn't want all those riffraff people in this church, his multi-million-dollar church.
And he got caught lying.
Yeah. And then the son of a bitch accepted an award this year for helping people out when he didn't do a goddamn thing.
Remember, he said that they had floods and that there wasn't available for people to be able to stay there, and then that got exposed. Then they double back, open up the doors to fucking relieve that pressure, and then Christians feeling guilty because they know their evangelical bullshit artist is exposed, started sending all their shit there. So now he gets to be, oh yes, I was at the fucking ground, but they forget those first 72 hours, first 4 days where he was exposed as a complete fucking liar, shill, and sham when he wasn't helping people. Obviously, nothing but the worker side of Christianity. Go ahead, Sal.
Well, Stevie, remember? Did you see the Louder with Crowder when he called up the churches?
Yes.
And he says, "Hey, I got refugees," and they're like, "Oh, we need to. We don't deal with them directly." Sorry, what? You're not taking in the refugees that you're talking about? About the church is open to anybody. Oh, but we don't have room. We don't have space. We don't have. Meanwhile, you just open up fucking $17 million buildings, shit like that. I don't. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. This whole deal, organized charity is no different than organized religion, and it really corrupts. Crime. Yeah, it essentially they are all one in the three in the same. I'll tell a quick story that this was probably the moment where I stopped like putting any kind of credibility in the religion. And charity's the same thing because we basically were dumbfounded and really just shocked. I'm not shocked by much, but I was shocked when I see this level of greed and evil. Same thing with the church. I went to a Bible study one time in Connecticut. It was a Bible church. I was invited to go. I went, and I wasn't dressed like, like in gym clothes. I was dressed in jeans, polo shirt, jacket, not a dress jacket, but just the winter jacket. And I walked up to the door and I saw a sign that had a dress code to come into the church, which I actually failed the dress code, even though so my thought was, well, that's not cool. So I went up to my friend in the thing, and there was like the pastor was there or whatever he was called. And I said, hey, I don't understand the sign on the door about the dress code. And right away they all were like, oh no, it's okay. You didn't know. So next time you come, you can dress properly. And I go, no, that's not my question. I don't care about that. I go, what about a bum that's looking for like somebody
salvation.
That's homeless? What if a homeless person that really needs to hear the word of God, and a guy or a woman or a family that needs hope and they need their faith to be restored and need to know that they're on the right track, or just need to be warm for an hour? What are you going to do with them?
Well, they don't want the people to get warm.
No
They don't need
answer,
that.
dude. I walked out of that place. I was like, I think they heard me. I walked out. I was like, fuck all you guys. Like,
that's just a place for people, the Nancy Browns of the world, to get together on Thursday night for an extra Bible study. So they seem more important in that small fishbowl, the flock
it's
or whatever.
Clique.
It absolutely is that, and it's a political. That's their locker room. You know what I mean? They want the student, like, they don't give a shit about what's that text is really telling them about morality and being better people, because otherwise they wouldn't have those safeguards up that are some gated community bullshit for formal attire for Bible study.
And you know what happened? As soon as Stevie turned and left, you had all the fucking moist loins of the women there going, who was that? And they're like, oh, it's some guy. He said, fuck us. And they were like, oh, he was probably riff-raff anyway. And then they all went home and fucking masturbated to him. Angry that their fucking pastor turned him away.
This is allegedly.
No, I heard it directly from the lady. Yeah, they all masturbated to Stevie after he left.
We have a reliable source, so we can't stooge.
Small world.
Yeah, I was there that night.
It actually, the credibility, my whole attention, for some reason, from that, and that sounds weird, I completely stopped wasting my energy on religion, on the Catholic religion, on the Christian religion, and my faith actually boosted up. Because it was more necessary for me to be the kind of person that I try to be every day, rather than I felt free. Actually, I was like, basically in a way, fuck man, because man ruins everything.
Yeah.
So I don't have to pay attention to that. The middleman is gone, in my mind.
So what you're telling us is Shawn Michaels baptized you?
Yeah, but he missed. He went to the left with it.
Yeah, he went to dunk you in the tank and he banged your head against the side of the pole.
Dude, 100%. You have to. This is basically like 8 days a week on Russo. You have to recount your the Australian Uber driver that was driving Triple H and Shawn Michaels to the building. Dude, it was the funniest Master Shoot Theater ever. And he actually out of nowhere got me by calling out Shawn Michaels. It wasn't even set up for Shawn to be there.
No,
but Ben was the Aussie.
Well, I actually I pulled because somebody showed a picture of Shawn at the airport, and I think Sal put he's carrying Trips' bags or something like that. So that was in the back of my mind. But I was just doing the Australian accent, talking to Triple H. Good day, mate. Yeah. I'll take your bags. I can't believe I've got Triple H in my car, and no one's ever going to believe this. I was a big fan of D-Generation X. You guys there? Who's your cross-eyed friend there? He's bringing the bags along too. And dude, Stevie wasn't ready for just to refer to him as his cross-eyed friend. He's just a sexy boy. He is there. Look at him. He'd be somebody's boy toy if we were in prison. He'd definitely be somebody's boy toy.
Yeah, 3-act. It was a 3-act Master Shoot Theater.
That's tremendous.
Yeah, it was nice. So yeah,
that was good.
Fuck religion.
Yeah, and Stevie's church, there's no dress code. You don't even need sleeves. So come on down, you guys. You just got to do some reps when you come up to take communion. You got to do 5 reps.
We test for instead of communion.
Exactly.
If you go for confession, he's like, don't say 5 Hail Marys. He's like, give me 15 squats.
Yeah.
And 13 overhead presses.
Break parallel. Make sure you break parallel on those squats.
That's right. 10 burpees, and you're absolved. Nomine Patris, Nomine Sanctis, red band. Yeah, man. I think those were great points. I'm sorry I dipped out there because I know you guys were definitely on some real shit. So I want to look forward to listening to Stevie's audio when we go back. I'll use his audio to produce this episode, and want to hear what I missed because I was getting shoot hot and I just expect Spectrum, but I was like, fuck, I'm missing some great content right now from you guys. So
listen, so we can reiterate about the Church of Stevie, we have to read off the commandments of the Church of Stevie. So the followers out there, when they do their donations, they know that they're actually donating to a just cause. So here are the commandments of the Church of Stevie. Commandment number A: Thou shalt not eat carbs and do cardio. Commandment B: Thou shalt not think one is over without sledgehammer and only 1 hour of sleep. And commandment number 3: Thou must believe the world is bing, 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 flat. Those are the 83 commandments of this Church of Stevie. You have all been baptized and you have all been enlightened. Now donate all your money to the Church of Stevie. So you can
Australian?
Yes, donate your money. That was actually a horrible accent, but Donate your money to the Church of Stevie so you can take care of those kids in his basement that make the bands.
That's right. Amen. In the name of Blue Meanie. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Novenus Venus.
Novus Patris. Meanius.
Shorts.
I want to bring it down with another. We'll lead off with the cancer facts I have here real quick.
If you want to, I was gonna go into an
radiation.
article. Sure, go ahead, man. I was gonna go into an article on Susan G, but please go for it.
This is very general because you've seen doctors talk about how the insurance, they get paid to like basically profit off the chemo. Like that's what they need to push is
Right.
the drug. It's a well-known fact, but
You can actually look up that viral video on YouTube of a doctor talking about chemotherapy profits. It'll be easy to find. Go ahead. Sorry.
crazy, giving away cruises and
Yeah.
stuff. All right, but what the cancer industry does not want you to know about chemotherapy and radiation, and I think all of us in the chat room, hopefully not too many, but I think at least all of us have experienced what a family member or friend has been going through with chemo and radiation. It is terrible. But here we go. Radiation-induced secondary cancers have exploded in the last 2 decades due to radiation treatment. 90% of chemotherapy patients die 10 to 15 years after treatment, and the cause is never attributed to treatment. More than 50% of all cancer patients suffer significant treatment-related toxicity. Chemotherapy does not eliminate breast, colon, or lung cancers, yet chemo drugs are still used on these cancers. Patients who undergo chemo are 14 times more likely to develop leukemia and 6 times more likely to develop cancers of the bones, joints, and soft tissues than the patients who do not undergo chemotherapy. Chemotherapy drugs directly damage DNA. Chemotherapy actually boosts cancer growth. 68% increase in chemo drugs since 2003, and a 75% increase in cancer projected by 2030. I mean, it's a lot of different facts that are kind of all over the place, but they all tie into what you just said. They follow the money, man.
Absolutely. And to treat people that it's not going to have any effect on it whatsoever, that's breaking your Hippocratic oath as far as I'm concerned. Right out of the gate, you've sold yourself out for that shit. That is a disturbing video. I'm going to follow up here with about more of the organizations that are working with. Let's see, where is it? Sorry. Shockingly small amount of money from pink NFL merchandise sales go to cancer research. Yep. Well, I mean, I was glad you guys switched and pivoted to church almost without me pushing that. And it was a pretty objective conversation. We talked corporate a little. This is the other one that I think WWE is really just taking their whole model and being like, how can we expand it, especially with Connor's Cure? We could go back into that and talk about what's the announcer's name who was kind of the first one?
Justin Roberts.
Justin Roberts, man. I mean, look what happened to him based off of that kind of shit. But here we go with this. And this is from actually 5 years ago, Business Insider. It's October and the NFL is once again covering head to toe in pink accessories and equipment as a part of the league's breast cancer awareness initiative. While fans can also purchase pink clothing and accessories to support this cause, a shockingly small amount of the fans' money is actually going towards cancer research. According to data obtained from the NFL by Darren Rovell of ESPN, the NFL takes 25% royalties from the wholesale price of half the retail, donates 90% of the royalties to the American Cancer Society. In other words, for every $100 pink merchandise sold, $12.50 of that goes to the NFL, $11.25 of that goes to the American Cancer Society, and the NFL producers keep the rest. So the remaining money is then divided up by the company that makes the merchandise, which is 37.5%, obviously the pay of whatever it is, and the company that sells the merchandise, 50% to the distributor, which is often the NFL and the individual teams themselves.
But those fucking cunts can't put a fucking cop badge or a fire department badge on the helmet to, show some respect.
Because they're not paying. They're
not
paying.
being paid for it. So fuck the NFL.
Every one of those fucking flag ceremonies before every show cost a minimum of $10,000 to $16,000 to bring. They have to. The military pays to get on there as a propaganda piece so it can be empathy. It's nothing to do with the NFL wanting to be Americana or anything along those lines. It's all profit, bro.
How does anybody put the fucking NFL over? It's just every level. They're just bigger pieces of shit on every fucking level.
And they try and kayfabe it. They work so hard to kayfabe that instead of just, I mean, at least WWE, for embracing it of what they had, they're trying to put the other face on it when there's the dark side of that. Like what Stevie was talking about, you know, there's the person's job in corporate, just like in WWE, that's in the NFL too. Do they have the fucking FBI, CIA wall where they've got the kids' pictures on there with the fucking string and how we can get the most value out of them? Like, you know, like there has to be that wireframe someplace of anybody who's really running this as a major corporate entity to get max value for marketing use out of it. And that's the dark side of marketing, where everything fucking sells: sex, empathy, whatever emotion you can tie to it. And look at the end of the day, $100 jersey, they've kind of calmed down a little bit, but remember around 2013 when it was constantly that pink shoes, pink towel on the fucking center's ass. Everyone had pink jerseys just to bring in women into the football. They wanted that demographic for that year. So let's all do pink everything. And look at, aren't we great watching football with our wives, and we're all, you know, new men who are more sensitive, and look how far that's swung out now to do that. But at the end of the day, on a $120 jersey, less than 10% of that's going to the actual foundation.
There's that number again. They're just doing the bare minimum, which is the regulated maximum. And dude, it's just incredible that nobody sees through there. And I think it really is. They play on the fact of, it's kind of like on social media. You can, when someone's saying they're having a bad day or something, instead of reaching out to them and trying to see if they're okay or checking on them, you do the sad emoji on Facebook, and I was like, I did my part. I saw them. I said I was sad about their situation, so hands off now. And I think that's what it is. People are just like, if I buy this pink thing, it means I don't like cancer. If I don't do this, that means cancer's a huge baby.
And they know through the marketing psychology that the guilt of my aunt passing away, your brother passing away, you know, people's grandparents, parents from that is enough to pluck at that heartstring. So it's an unknown thing that will give us a shot of dopamine in our head that will make us feel a little bit better or remember that person in a better way. We can pat ourselves on the back. Oh, I did something. And they know that, so they're providing that marketplace to do that fucking thing, combined with whatever team you like, the Dolphins, the Giants, whatever the fuck. So you can do that. And added bonus, it brings in an outside demographic. Like, I feel like a scumbag talking about this, but one of the first things I teach my students is marketing and advertising is the most racist, sexist, ageist thing you can possibly fucking take part in. And
you have to break everybody into little groups.
Yep, everything. Micro demographics.
If you want to be successful, you got to break everybody into these little boxes and shove them the fuck in there.
How do we sell to this group, right, individually, as a whole? What do they all have in common? How can we pluck their heartstrings? What is the human id of that? What is the hierarchy of man's wants? It's a fucked up thing. What's not a fucked up thing is Matt Schaffer-Gage, our correspondent in the chat room now, cheered us 300 bits. And I wanted to say, hey, man, we're proud of you, going to school, doing your thing, doing Stevie Richards Fitness, holding out life as a young single man, which none of us are anymore. We're living vicariously through you.
Dangerous world. Dangerous world, man.
You keep doing your thing. Keep pushing your limits. We're proud of you, man. We see you, definitely. So, sorry, Sal. Go ahead.
No. I'm just like we're just saying. It's pandering. You know, the more shit comes out, it's pandering. Just basic, flat out pandering. Like right now, for example, even the fucking the D&D logo. Now there's a rainbow one. Everybody has to get it. That shit sold out like that.
Yep.
Sold out like that. I was looking through a Paizo. Paizo's a different organization, if you guys don't know. And people going, does Paizo have a rainbow? Do they have their symbol? They never needed one before. Like, these guys have been around for 25 years. They never needed one, but sure, I guess we could show everybody we're inclusive now for some reason. We have to, because it's fucking pandering. They got to cram everybody in a box.
Yeah.
Instead of everybody being
Well,
cool and saying, "Hey, we could all do this." Nah, we got to separate everybody.
It's not even that anymore, like cram everybody in a box. It's just the fact of saying, what's the marketing trend? Ooh, look at how much money they did redoing their brand in gay pride colors, how much they did it in pink, how much they did it in a throwback. You know, like they're like all these little trends of what it's going to be. So that's an easy marketing mix to hit a micro demographic of gay or lesbian or supporting of somebody in that.
Where the big one goes. The big supporters. Look, I'm wearing it, so I'm cool. I'm with you guys.
Right.
That's that to me is the equivalent of the fucking sad face emoji. Oh, I didn't know they were going to kill themselves. I reached out to them to see if they're okay. I put the sad face, so I did reach out.
Well, that's akin now too, that every time there's a tragedy or something happens, people change their profile pictures and avatars.
Right.
They don't actually try to change their community or do anything. By the way, the Finn Balor thing, they were kind of going to be on to something with the rainbow flag Balor Club with the lightning bolt and coming out of WrestleMania.
I can't believe they dropped it, dude. I can't believe they dropped it.
Even the community that they were trying to, they looked at the show and said, "This is so terrible. We can't even watch this." Like all the people they probably were trying, and they didn't pull the trigger on it. So their own philanthropy is so calculated that at that point, what I think, and me and Ben talked about it on a few locker rooms, they overthought that so much, rather than saying this is the right thing to do, we should do it. They were like, I bet you they're sitting there with numbers and graphs, and like you said, Sal, how much can we make off the shirt? Are they making? Well, they're not making enough, so let's just put them back to Fonzie and the Demon.
They fucked it up twice actually, because they actually could have fucking John Wayne and Fonzie fucking they could have gotten all that over with Darren Young. They didn't need Finn Balor.
I was just about to say that.
They didn't need him at fucking all. Darren Young, if I was to cast it and be like, what do I really want? I want a minority that speaks, that every white woman it's gonna sound like their, suburban son, and he has John Cena good looks, you know what I mean? The whole nine. Forget about it, dude.
Non-threatening black guy who's gay, perfect.
If I could have written that, dude, and really use the shady marketing side, millions upon millions they've left on the table with both them.
They dropped the ball with him big time, because not only is he marketable, not only he hits a certain demographic, not only is inclusive because of his sexuality, but the guy has charisma.
He's got it all.
He can cut a promo. He can work. I used to tag with him. So I know Fred very well, Darren Young.
But here's the thing, too. I got to put a little heat on him. I got to put a little heat on him, dude.
Right, you said?
He should have taken it. I mean, he might not want to be in the spotlight of that, so I can't say that. But he still had the opportunity after WWE to become a mega breakout star based on using that. Speaking tours, being the fucking dude, like he could have taken that, and they probably would have taken him back within 18 months if he would have taken the initiative to do that on his own.
But here's what happened. We just talked about how they're all in the Connor's Cure, the Susan B. Komen. They're trying to do equal rights for everybody, but he came out without them booking it. He did it on his own.
Yeah.
And that's what
got over.
They're going to learn him.
The pettiness of that whole thing. If people are wondering why didn't they do more, that's it right there. Because he created not the gimmick. He created the character of Darren Young. Shoot gay guy, but they're trying to be that way on TV as well. And that's when they never, ever really pulled the trigger on that one. Had nothing to do with, the right time, or we don't want it to stand out or have too much attention. No, you did that without our permission. We didn't have control of that. So fuck you. We can't let you go because, and maybe he was a little bit smart too, saying, hey, if I do this, I got some time to buy. I'll be with the company. They're not going to fire me, because he was on the bubble. And you're right. You're absolutely right, Ben. Why couldn't he have transcended wrestling and been a political commentator?
Massive.
Gone to a TED Talk, did all this other stuff. Just started a YouTube channel talking about these issues on a daily or weekly basis.
Megastar, bro. Would have been has the exact demographic, everything to be the face of a movement of they would have put money behind him. That's the most disposable income is gay male income. Really, it's the highest and least amount of kids. They have nothing but to put their cause forward and put that money out there. He definitely should have done that. But at the same time, Guy might want his privacy. I actually heard that he tried to come out to Papadon in the ring. He goes, "Hey man, I'm gay," and Papadon goes, "Greeks invented gay," and then just fucking tagged in and got on with the match.
Well, Papadon was trying to remember all the spots and get all shit in, so he ignored them.
He said, "Could you possibly dispose of some of your income?"
I got 2 words for you guys. Go fuck yourself. How about that? You pieces of shit. Number one.
Tried to come out of the closet, buried him.
All the gay guys that are known to have a lot of disposable income, that we are cleared for bits here on the Twitch channel. So
just send me money.
So Armand, feel free to donate.
Yeah.
You know, we love our favorite color in the rainbow is green.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Or whatever the shiny purple ones. I like those too.
Yeah, but they don't make purple money. Stop. You're ruining my analogy.
What are those things? That's
right.
They do now. This is the new money, maybe.
Yeah, come at me like that.
Old money.
I've been staring at the bits for 55 minutes. So I'm sorry.
Stevie's still on that fractional currency from 1816. He's got some handwritten notes and shit. He's still
coins with Julius Caesar on it.
Yeah, he's still holding on to that shit. Just to switch a little bit here, this is one that's kind of was a big story 2012 and, dude, forgotten about now. This is a Cinderella moment for science for a nerd like me, the high school student who devised a cure for cancer that we could be using in as little as 15 years. Most teenage girls spend their free time gossiping with their friends and figure out how to outwit their parents, but Angela Zhang spends her time somewhat more productively. The 17-year-old has found a possible cure for cancer. The extraordinary high school senior from Cupertino has now been rewarded with a scholarship of $100,000. At first glance, the first-generation Chinese schoolgirl who is learning to drive seems to be in many ways the average Californian teenager. But when she shared a project she had created in her spare time with a Monte Vista High School chemistry teacher, Kavita Gupta, it was the beginning of an extraordinary sequence of events. The project had an advanced research paper detailing a method for curing cancer that was beyond her teacher. Her cure for cancer, as the high school student Gupta told CBS, "It's just so mind-boggling. I can't just even begin to comprehend how she even thought about it or did this." Angela's always been precocious, Jesus, with this writing. As a freshman, she read a doctorate-level paper on bioengineering. In sophomore year, she talked her way into a lab at Stanford, and by junior year, she was doing her own research on the project. "I just thought, why not? What is there to lose?" said Angela. "At first, it was a bit overwhelming, but I found that it was almost became like a puzzle, something I was able to decode." Angela's idea was to mix cancer medicine in a polymer that would attach to nanoparticles, then these nanoparticles that would then fasten themselves to cancer cells and show up on an MRI, allowing doctors to know exactly where the tumors are. An infrared light aimed at the tumors would melt the polymer and release the medicine, killing the cancer cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed. When tested on mice, these tumors almost completely disappeared. Although it will be years before scientists will be able to run tests on humans, the results do seem promising. Meanwhile, Angela's paper won her national Siemens science contest, netting the teen $100,000. This is the Cinderella moment in science for a nerd like me, Zhang told Mercury News.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When was her funeral?
Yeah, I was going to say, she was driving around in her electric car and drove off a bridge all of a sudden. Her brakes didn't work.
There's no money in curing things.
Mm-hmm.
There's only money in suppressing said disease.
Only the
in treatments, there's
in
only
treatments money. And not curing it, because cancer is $1 billion industry. It's sad to say, but that's what it comes down to. It's all about money. And we said it before. You follow the money, you follow the truth. There's been so many urban legends and conspiracy theories and stories of people who found the cure for cancer, have the cure for AIDS, and everything out there.
Have cars that run on water.
Have cars that run on water. We don't need gas. All this nonsense. Not nonsense. All these alleged situations and stories and facts, whatever the case may be. Yet the one thing's the same. They all disappear like a fart in the wind, because sooner or later they come in, the government comes in, buys the copyright, or they'll break in the house and steal the computer that the formula's on, and then they can't find it, whatever the case may be, or people end up in plane accidents or suicides or overdoses or things of that nature because they didn't play ball, they didn't follow the narrative, they weren't part of the quote-unquote team. So look at Big Pharma. Big Pharma what they do is they lobby and they donate so much to the government that if something was to come out that would put a dent in the armor of big pharma, right away it raises a red flag. Right away it's a red X and it's a no-go. Because at the end of the day, if big pharma goes down, all the politicians lose all their monies and they can't have any more vacation houses or private jets to go to Orgy Island with Jeffrey Epstein or whatever the case may be. So you don't bite the hand that feeds you. That's what the politicians are realizing, and that's why we have all the scenarios that we have in the medical industry today and in charities and in business today, because this is the United States of the corporations, not the United States of America. I mean, United Corporations of America, not the United States of America, excuse me. So case in point, the situation is a great story. I mean, I read a story today that a kid who's paralyzed got injected with stem cells, and now he has the ability to use his arms.
Yeah, that was
Fantastic.
great. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But we're in 2018. How long have people been talking about stem cells now? Almost 20 years? They couldn't have done this 20 years ago?
Yep.
Or maybe they didn't. They just hid it underneath the blanket because there was too much money to be made off of people who are paralyzed. As sad as it sounds.
Well, it goes to the corporate charity side where they go, somebody in religion goes, whoa, hold the fuck up. This fucking plays right into our pro-life thing. We can get a lot of money from people who don't want, unused fetuses to be stripped of stem cells. Like, we've got a whole nother argument here to fucking fuel our fan base and get a couple of bucks out of them. And then we're into 10, 15 years where both sides are going to fucking milk that and work that to be like, those crazy religious fuckers, when we can be having a paralyzed guy move his arms again. Like, what would you rather do? Like, fight for the 3-month fetus or whatever the fuck, they want to come up with, and set back research and funding going forward to make humanity actually better and to be able to heal, everyone from fucking wounded war vets or anybody even born with some type of disability. So that's just another way to pick from the fucking tree before they kill it at the end of the day.
Well, let's put it like this. How many of the school shootings that allegedly happened, whether real or hoax or whatever the case may be, or any shootings in general, how many people that were mentally unstable because they were on prescribed medication? Opiate addiction is the #1 cause in this country to a lot of criminal activity and obviously mental disability because of the addiction and because of the side effects that these pills have. And it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence that all this started when we went into the Middle East and took over all the opioid fields. And all of a sudden, there's a heroin addiction in this country that came back from the 70s. And all these big pharma companies are pushing Prozac and all these opiate pills down everyone's throat, saying, don't worry, take it, you'll be fine. And then you build up a tolerance. So now instead of taking 1 pill, you got to take 4 pills. Instead of taking 4 pills, you got to take 20 pills.
Dude, when did anybody take OxyContin?
I thought we weren't going to talk about wrestling during the show.
Well, let's talk wrestling. Even the guys that we know who were pill heads, they weren't taking OxyContin, dude. Not in 2006 when I first started and shit. Like, it was still Vicodin, Somas, fucking things like that. Percocets, maybe they get their hands on. Then OxyContin kind of came out of nowhere, 2010, right? Like post-war. So we finally got a hold of those poppy fields. Merck, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson reaped the benefits of what the fucking was coming out of there, cashed in on it for 5 to 6 years until they said, whoa, we've got an opioid problem. Well, guess what? That H isn't going to stop coming in. They're just going to put it at the street level now. And now there's a big fucking heroin boom again. And finally, rock music will fucking be decent again, but at the same time, at what cost? Go ahead, Stevie.
Don't forget, Nickelback will never do drugs and be around forever. So thank you, everybody. Don't forget the unintended, or intended, I should say, but it may look unintended on the surface, the profits that you get after that from the prison population.
Absolutely.
For drugs. This is a vicious cycle of nothing but a money machine. And then you talk about money laundering, cleaning it up through corporations and businesses. Dude, you hate to be the guy who has all the all the strings and pins on the caulk board or the cork board.
Yeah.
But it really is all
What kind of
caulk board. Well, I just gotta
Start talking about Darren Young. Everybody starts getting dick hungry in
I
here.
know.
They had a
That's
caulk
what he
board at the
said.
church. Yeah.
I want to see a
I just got a
cock.
brand new chalkboard in my gym. Not a.
That was in the
but,
that was in the minister's office was the cockboard of all the.
That was a Russo mispronunciation right there.
That was good.
But
Is your tub in your bathroom? You need more caulk?
what he, I love when he called them the Ballsy twins. One time, the
Yeah.
Ballsy twins. Yeah, but these profits, man, there's nothing that's going to break this chain. So much money. It's talking about billions and over the course of time, trillions of dollars that are going to come out of the drug trade. I mean, you talk about, there's a guy, Michael Rupert. Remember the guy who did the Truth and the Lies of 9/11?
Yeah.
And he was the original. He was the Los Angeles homicide detective that exposed the CIA for bringing in drugs into L.A. And dude, you talk about a sad story. That guy, he supposedly killed himself, but that was just a weird thing right there because he was, talking about peak oil, talking about drugs, 9/11, like that was like the holy trinity of what could probably get you killed.
Well, you're talking Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross. You're also talking American Gangster with Frank Barnes in New York, bringing it back in fucking Vietnam in coffins. And you think that shit's not happening right now? You know what I mean? And possibly some of that going straight. I bet early on it was, or now it is with the street drugs. But before that, it was fucking B-52s or whatever the fuck, bringing it straight back to go to Pfizer and Merck in mass quantities. It went not like to put over the fucking Taliban, even though that's my gimmick, but fucking under Taliban, opium production in Afghanistan, probably because they're killing fuckers, but went down 70%, it's like 72% actually. And then after the war, it's now up, providing 90% of the world's fucking opium. But before it provided around 11 to 12%, and now it provides 90% of the world's opioids.
Little factoid, only thing more expensive than opium coming out of the Middle East, saffron.
Really?
That's
it, man.
I can't get enough of it, really.
Per ounce,
I'm hooked on
that
it.
is the most expensive export coming out of
Is
there,
it?
and that's being treated kind of just like drugs. People getting killed over that shit.
Unbelievable.
Saffron of all fucking things.
Well, let's put this into also perspective. I mean, look at weed. I don't smoke weed. I'm not into drugs, but weed itself has such natural healing abilities that help with PTSD,
Dude.
with pain, with migraines, you name it, your anxiety.
All you got to do is watch those videos with fucking kids with Parkinson's or fucking
Yeah.
kids with epilepsy, and it fucking snaps them out like that. Argument over. Fuck what but they want to wait and make their fucking money.
So, case in point, I mean, look at Denver, Colorado. You want to help the economy? You want to fix the broken economy and the debt that we have, that the Federal Reserve and the Rothschilds and the banksters are making money off of us? Why don't we do this? You legalize weed and you tax it. Look, Denver, Colorado legalized weed. They were in a deficit. Now they're in a $3 billion surplus. How the hell is that possible?
Yeah.
Everyone's living the high life, literally, not figuratively. And case in point, if it works, why is it not passed?
Yeah.
Because, again, the lobbyists from Big Pharma want to push their synthetic drugs that make people into zombies. And then you have you ever see the commercials? Take pill A, but if you take pill A, you're going to get A, B, 3, D, X, Y, Z, Q, L, M, N, O, P, and these are the side effects. And for those, you got to take this pill, that pill, this pill, that pill. And at the end of the day, Big Pharma is sitting there, twirling its mustache, going, "Mwah, I just made all the money from the insurance companies." And you're sitting there, you're basically sitting there shitting at your ass and like a zombie, watching freaking Kim Kardashian and Kanye West supporting Trump, and you think that's a life. No, it's not a life.
Monroeville Mahler says, I just pictured the B-52 smuggling drugs. I was like, if you see a big key by the side of the road, yeah.
This fucking Russo's rubbing off on me, man. I might have to stop doing for obvious reasons. That I got the SmackDown flu from that. Man, those 5 hours they fucking kill me, man.
You got to go back and watch Australia, too. All of it.
I did. You know what? I couldn't get through the first 5 minutes. I skipped all the way to the Taker Hunter match, and I couldn't get past the first 5 minutes. Which were both their entrances, actually.
You got to watch that Iconics match a couple times, learn some things. Just to bring it back one
stop
more.
trying to get your shit in. It's hot.
Because we
Stop
wanted to
stopping.
put the heat on Susan G. Komen Foundation just because it's such a brand name, and especially partnering with what we do, WWE. I mean, it's a breast cancer awareness month, Susan G. Komen Foundation, and I'm seeing two women smash each other down and fucking slam them on a graphic and slam their head into a Susan G. Komen logo on the fucking apron. I was just had to laugh at it of how far we've come, of like that we can just get used to that kind of shit. The facade of breast cancer awareness, Susan G. Komen and the pink ribbon. It's October, and the pink frenzy for breast cancer awareness. Sorry, this is from truthaboutcancer.com. The pink frenzy for breast cancer awareness has officially begun. But do you really need any more awareness? We have all the pink campaigns. What have all the pink campaigns accomplished? Have lives really been saved? Have scientists or anyone else in the mainstream, for that matter, gotten any closer to finding a cure for breast cancer? Or could it be that it's just a big scam to frighten more women into getting more diagnostic tests and surgical procedures? This article aims to help you clearly see through the pink facade. You will discover why even longtime supporters of the largest breast cancer charity, Susan G. Komen, also known as Komen, I don't know why they wrote that, have recently done a 180-degree turn from misleading marketing claims to repulsive corporate partnerships to blatant conflicts of interest. The truth about Komen is being exposed. Educating people who have learned the truth have stopped blindly supporting Komen, and has become crystal clear about their deceptive marketing tactics and questionable use of funds. In just the last few years, revenues for Komen have sharply dropped. Bravo. Many intelligent women and men who once proudly raised money to race for a cure have begun to recognize pinkwashing, quote unquote, for what it is. What is pinkwashing? Breast Cancer Action, a nonprofit organization known as the watchdog of the breast cancer industry, coined the term pinkwashing. It happens when a company or organization claims to care about breast cancer by promoting pink ribbon products while at the same time produces, manufactures, and or sells products that are linked to the disease. Pinkwashing is when cause marketing loses sight of the cause and is more about the bottom line. Profits. One of the best examples of pinkwashing was Kentucky Fried Chicken's Buckets for the Cure campaign. For every bucket of fried chicken sold, KFC donated 50 cents to Komen. Fast food, and especially fried food, are well-known causes of many diseases, including cancer. You gotta wonder who at Komen approved this joint venture, and whose interests do they really have in mind?
Why does it have fucking pixie sticks for cancer?
Yeah.
Feed the cancer sugar.
Yeah, pour it right in there.
Oh my God. Do you think this charity, do you think that was the turning point when they said, man, our profits are down, the profits, that word in itself is just visceral. They were like, we just better attach ourselves to this shitty wrestling. We got no choice. I mean,
I think it's as simple as going, we have a market base of 2.4 million every week that we can put your message to. And they go, that would expand us 13% where we are now. I think we can do that. How much? Like, I think that's how those conversations go.
Yeah. And can somebody be slammed on our logo, put us over?
Yeah.
Can you slam a girl on our logo?
Yeah. Can we get the girl who got slammed on there just got her fucking tits done with new double D implants as a replacement for her last implant that broke.
On the Cure.
On the Cure. It said it right on there, dude.
Isn't that ironic?
Right on the. I was like, dude, this is so apropos. I couldn't fucking get enough of it.
It is like Russo guys says it every week. This is like a Christopher Guest movie. Every week on Raw is like.
Dude, you don't know how often I think of that, and I want to just sit there. I feel like I could write that in a span of 7 hours just talking into my phone.
What are you laughing at, Sal?
The Christopher Guest movie thing.
Yeah.
It's funny.
If they presented it like that, I think if they presented the product as a parody like a Mighty Wind, it would draw like a 5 or 6 or an 8.
Use the same people.
Get what it is.
If you had Dave Koechner as Vince McMahon, dude, you could write it right. The guy who does Whammy and fucking Anchorman. You just go right from that point, dude. Easy.
Oh my God, that would be fucking amazing.
I almost had him in a match. He fucking pussied out on me.
You get all these celebrities to pussy out all the time.
I know,
man.
right?
Arquette, this guy.
Arquette was like, let's do it. Now Arquette's fucking
Did
signed.
Macaulay Culkin bitch out for you too?
No, it was Keckner, Arquette, and there was another Corey from Trailer Park Boys. He wants to tag with me. But
yeah, but David Spade, he was very aggressive. He wasn't scared of you.
No,
that was Andy Dick. Same difference.
Andy Dick, not right. Dave Spade,
Yeah,
Andy Dick.
Yeah, you did a job for Andy Dick, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I wasn't over that. I was just a fucking mark coming up in comedy at that time. If I was Hameen, I would have fucking choked him out in the fucking lobby, kind of Hajime in front of all the paparazzi and got myself over. Fuck that. Dumped the cocaine on his face and walked away.
Throw powder in his eyes.
Yeah, fucking got him. He fucking hulks up, gets his comeback on me. I'm fucking get thrown through.
Just while I'm thinking about it for a quick second, here's an interesting thing. I wonder if any part of the lawsuit against Punk or anything that was talked about was when he called out. They called it this cancer scam or the suit during the Cole Cabana podcast.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yes.
He just straight up said it, which I can't believe didn't get a lot of attention since everything else in there got a ton of attention.
I think because WWE wasn't first out of the gate and we're already conditioned to it, that's why. Because of Susan G. Komen partnering with the NFL, MLB, NBA, fucking by the time I got to WWE, when he said it, it wasn't going to be like, what? Is that fucking news? People had already swallowed their pride and wink, wink, we know that we're getting fucking scammed. We just feel good about it. We don't give a fuck. Here's $100. It's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah. And do you think, like with ratings-wise and business-wise, not just pushing these international shows, but when they have full segments, like what should be for the house, what they have full segments on TV to promote it and everything, that also changes the channel for a lot of people who want to just because during like Arrow or the Flash or anything, they don't turn around and say, okay, we're going to take a break from 10 minutes of the Reverse Flash and the Flash fight and to let you know about our charity and here are some survivors. And you're like, I wanted to watch these motherfuckers run around.
We gotta watch, dude. How about the fact that they have to make Dana Warrior's makeup up to make her look that bad? Imagine how rugged it is without the makeup.
Well, regardless of the fact, point being is
Stevie didn't want to put that over, but he wanted to put it over.
They want
the video doesn't go up on YouTube. So I'm okay.
Heat's on me. Fuck it, whatever. Go ahead, GGP.
Hey, listen, it's better than a close-up of Bailey with a front-facing camera.
I don't know, bro. There's some fucking ghouly shots of Dana when she's out there doing the shill right now.
Okay.
Jimmy.
What I'm trying to say, I'm not putting it over either because who are we to judge? Okay.
Well, him right there, he's doing it.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is,
no.
what I want to say is that not all charity. We're not saying all charities are bad. There are good charities out there. There's a children's hospital that I mispronounced a couple of shows ago. That 100% of the money donated actually goes to the kids with cancer and kids with problems.
St. Jude's.
St.
Jude's.
It is St. Jude's. No, but wasn't it? No, St. Jude's is not the hospital. That's the. What was the name of the hospital?
St. Jude's.
You called it St. Jude's.
No, no, I didn't. I said
Danny Thomas with the St. Jude's.
No, I said Schneider's, and then you said it was
Shriners.
Oh,
Shriners, yeah.
Schneiders.
Snyder's, that's right.
Right? You guys are busting my chops.
That's still
that.
funny.
It is funny. I'm not gonna lie. So
Dwayne T. Schneider Hospital.
there we go, with the cigarettes in the arm, rolled up in the vest. Anyhow, case in point, there are charities out there that do donate 100% of what's given to the cause, and we just named one. There's many of them. So do your research before you give away the money you worked hard for. Now, as far as, let's say, the WWE or companies trying to buddy up with certain charities, I'm pretty sure the only reason why WWE did it was just so they can get publicity. Now, the money that's donated through WWE, I don't think WWE takes a cut of it, but I'm pretty sure that whatever money goes through the WWE channel to get to Susan G.
Why would you, time out, why would you think they would not take their fucking cut? That's exactly why they're doing this.
No, I doubt it.
Dude, if NFL is doing it and getting away with it in 2013 and now it's 2018, WWE's been doing it for 2.5, 3 years now. They're definitely getting their fucking cut.
This is the key word. This is the key word, though, of all of them, NFL and everything. The percentage of net profits, so they can expense the fuck out of this whole thing.
I'll write it all off too. Yeah, they can write off everything, charitable, noble. That's the whole fucking purpose.
Yeah, that's the whole other point.
All you got to do, all they had to do, and what they did on Raw, they had Roman Reigns on his fucking vest, Connor's Cure. They had every fucking performer. They could have actually written off everybody's pay that night because they had a Connor's Cure fucking emblem
and the
on their
TV
shit.
cost about $500,000 an episode.
All of that could be fucking written off, dude.
I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm not saying Connor's Cure. I'm talking about their work with other outside charities. The Connor's Cure is in-house, so they get to control what goes where. What I'm saying is when they buddy up with Susan G. Komen or whatever other charity that, you're right there, Ben. You look like you're having a heart attack.
Some people were asking me to get up. I was low.
All I'm saying is because they're a public entity now, they're a public company, they have to disclose if they're taking money from the charity, and that would now look good publicly. So what I'm telling you guys is that they could be generating cash through their partnership, but I don't think they're taking it because, let's face it, Susan G. Komen is taking so much from there. They're just doing it from a marketing point of view. What they're doing with Connor's Cure, I don't personally know, so I can't really speak. If they are taking money, 80% of every dollar donated doesn't go to the kids or whatever the case may be, I mean, then they have to disclose that because by law they have to. So
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah, well, they're not disclosing that in shame. They're doing, we did X amount of charity work on our TV show and cost us $17 million. We're writing it off.
Well,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you not think they just have a fucking room full of lawyers in that room who just sit there going, well, we can write this entire thing off, and that's our umbrella for the year, and then everything else. So if they don't collect, if every time they say on TV, tonight, all proceeds are going to Susan B. Komen Charity Fund. Oh, everybody, suck my fucking charitable cock tonight, everybody. So the next 6
is
shows.
it Susan G or Susan B?
I was just about to fucking say that. Is that a Mandela effect? I remembered it as B. I thought it was B, and now it's G.
Anthony. It's Susan G. Komen.
I agree.
B. Anthony.
I agree.
So you were wrong.
Who's wrong?
You just said B. That's why.
But it was worth pointing out. Is that a Mandela effect?
Go back and listen. It said G. Anyway,
he did.
The point is,
he won't go back and listen.
You won't.
So the point is, they say it on. So they say it on tonight's, this week's show. 100% goes to Susan G. Komen Foundation. Okay, so now next week's show, they still got the pink up, and they go, oh, tonight we're here with Susan G. Komen Foundation. We still have our pink on, and everybody's fucking awesome. Everybody's got Connor's Cure and all this other bullshit. They didn't say that 100% of it goes to that. They did it once. They covered by law, it goes once. And they covered that on TV because they said it publicly. They don't ever have to say it again if they're not. And nobody ever thinks to say, hey, gee, I wonder if tonight they're still 100% of the proceeds are going to Connor's Cure tonight. They don't have to say it. They can still have it up there, but it doesn't mean he doesn't have to get shit that night. So it's just a point of people see it and they go, they're doing it. Okay, great. That doesn't mean they're doing it all month. It means the ones that they choose to tell you they are collecting for. So that night they write it off, and it's all very legal. It's all extremely legal. But next week,
in 1997, it was actually called Barely Legal, ECW.
It doesn't have to. They can have the sign up behind them. Doesn't mean they're collecting. Doesn't mean he's getting a dime. They just have the sign up because they're supporting him.
Yeah.
So they got it covered. They're all fucking shysters anyway. Yeah. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
No, I kind of forgot what I was going to say. Oh my goodness. No, here's what I was going to say. So Papadon, yes. You think that they are gonna go to their stockholders and say, hey, listen, we're only donating like the mandatory maximum 10% or less to the Susan G. Komen or the Connor's Cure, when in the same vein they're telling the stockholders, hey man, we're going to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's giving us a ton of money, and we're just going towards that, and we don't care what they do to people there. We don't care how they treat women. We don't care that they don't want our women to go there. They probably don't even have to say that much because the stockholder is going to say, oh, how much money? Oh, you're profiting more? Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because every time they make that profit, they may complain. There's such evil motherfuckers in this world that may own the stock, which, by the way, it's a publicly owned company, but publicly traded. But The family. Oh, there you go. The family owned. I never even seen that special edition. Is that the one where I win the Mandela effect version? The thing is, though, you're dealing with people that are just as greedy as the McMahons. When the McMahons and Kevin Dunn own almost all the stock in the company, so they're literally on these conference calls or these stock calls. They're just talking to themselves essentially. No stockholder's going to be like Joe Smith or Nancy Brown's not going to go, I own 4% in the company. I have a say. Well, you know, Vince owns 57, Hunter owns this, Stephanie owns this, Shane, and then Kevin Dunn and Taker. I think he's the one of the boys that has the most amount, yet nowhere near like ownership or a voice in the company. So, but even if stockholders did, if there was a bunch of suits or people that had a ton of stock or a Warren Buffett or anybody else, and they said, well, listen, we're going to up the donations to charity, but that's going to lower our profit and possibly drop our stock price. Well, guess what? You're going to the XFL, Vince McMahon, because you've been ousted as fucking chairman because you just cut into our profits. That's the way I see it. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. We would give a fuck, but the people that are making the money, all they care about is like, hey, man, Connor's gone. What the fuck? We can't help him. That's what a piece of shit like that would say.
Yep. You know what a piece of shit like me would say?
So Stevie Richards on CNN.com, Stevie Richards calls Warren Buffett a piece of shit. Yeah, that's what'll come out of that.
Terry Funk versus the Sandman versus Big Stevie Cool to earn the World Championship match. The 53-year-old Funker must defeat the only leader of the Blue World Order, but the hardcore icon himself, in a violent three-way dance that it features tables, chairs, ladders, and barbed wire.
This month on the Hallmark Channel.
Only $9.99 on WWE Network. Barely legal, 1997. What about that match, Stevie?
Well, what about it, man? I was probably the most scared I've ever been. I've been more scared in that match than any WrestleMania or any big crowd or any TV match. I'm just scared, man. He had two guys that were completely unpredictable. One that was, you know, drunker than my dad had ever been in his life. Seeing this guy Sandman is just, he was drunk when we were calling the match. He forgot stuff, throwing stuff. I had to keep, not that I had to control, but Terry was great. Hack was a little out of control. I know you find that hard to believe, Sal, but it was a good experience to try to kind of keep somewhat of the match together. Because I was if you noticed during that match, I was taking a lot of the beatings and the bumps and everything like that in order to kind of exactly. That's what I
thought. Sal, did you do pre-show on that, Sal, or no? Did you guys do a run-in? I can't remember.
I don't remember either, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
That Michinoku Pro 6, man, that stole the show. That was a good match. Green Power
If you
Ranger.
say so.
It was good. It was a solid match.
I remember.
It was solid. Fucking fly. All right.
So, case in point, people, you want to donate, do your research, or else you're giving your money to somebody else instead of giving it to the people that need it.
Well, I think we have covered a fair amount of important. Where the fuck do I got all these fucking?
You guys want to hear something that's really shady coming up? Bill and Hillary Clinton are now going on speaking tours, and you can buy tickets.
Awesome. Why not?
Wow.
Snooki did it. Why the fuck not?
I went to the last time he came through Hamilton College, and it was weird, man. I mean, this is almost 15, 20 years ago, but before all the sexual abuse stuff, the provost of the college actually got booed because she was fucking trying to pretty much bang Bill Clinton on stage, or like playing it down of like, and if he wasn't with her, we went to college together, and who knows, I could have been first lady. People in the crowd were like, ooh, like putting it over, like, you know, a full fucking audience at Hamilton, which is a pretty, you know, semi-Ivy League school of tight ass motherfuckers. So it was interesting, man. It was not very secure, which I was pretty surprised about. I was looking all around for Secret Service and shit like that. Anybody could have gotten to anybody, and this is post 9/11 era too. So that was interesting to me. But yeah, that sucks. You wanted to talk? I think we've covered a fair amount here with Susan G. Komen and kind of looking at corporations, churches, individuals. That's one thing I wanted to cover before we left. How about the individual phenomenon of a viral video, somebody disrespecting, like we talked about the dudes in Syracuse who got the homeless guy who got coffee or the water poured on him.
What a cunt.
What's the next thing? GoFundMe. That guy's got 28 grand. It was 28 grand last I checked last week.
Well, what about
sorry, I just want to interrupt. So there was another one of these like homeless ones where the people fucking, let's help this guy, and it's set for $5 grand or whatever, and it ends up raising $327,000. Did you see the one about the couple that got fucking busted for?
Yeah, with the gas. He paid for her. He gave his last $20
right
for her gas, and they embezzled money from his GoFundMe.
Yeah, it was like $375,000, and they embezzled $300 grand of that money to go on fucking world tour trips and shit like that. So in the greater scheme of what we're talking about of do the right thing, Spike Lee version, Spike Dudley version, is fucking, to turn around and do that, of make yourself look like, oh, we're the great white hope, the charity, the people who really care, we're the Christians, we're the Joel Osteen crew, and then you fucking end up ripping off $300 grand of that shit, man. And is a homeless guy going to come at you? They had that conversation. Well, how the fuck's this homeless guy going to fucking get at us if we fuck him over and play the public? So, at the end of the day, we're living still in that same world, that turn of the century of 1900s of charlatans, of snake oil salesmen, of fucking con artists, but it's just been demassified to a lower thing where now, think of us as workers. If we weren't the moral guys that the conspiracy horsemen are, if we were that shitbag worker that we know plenty of, who will fucking work any angle for free steaks or whatever the fuck, of being able to come up with these things, you could work a homeless guy thing, make a video, help it go viral, and turn around and fleece the entire internet for 40, 50 grand every week with a different fucking sob story if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's when I see, after seeing that one, anything I see on Facebook now that, this person got helped, or is Sal frozen? Is that
No, I'm here. I'm
No,
sorry.
I don't.
Wow,
GGP, can we?
Perfectly still. I was like a scene out of Infinity War. You were better than Batista. So, but I was saying was that, like, anytime I see, this is where I think people that are younger don't get what it was like before with helping people. The first instinct to help another person is not, number one, to grab your camera, or number two, or 1A, 1B, make sure someone's filming it. Dude, if a dog is fucking drowning, why isn't this motherfucker that's filming?
What's drowning?
Oh,
You mean drowning?
oh.
Just asking.
I'm with you on that, though, Steven.
Greeks invented extra letters. So why would you not drop your fucking phone or keep it in your pocket and run and help?
Correct.
2,
Right.
3, 4, 5 people are better than one. Like, that even when, somebody has a heart attack, your first thing is to pull out the phone so you can put it up on Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, these kinds of things, dude. But people that are young and don't understand what life was like before people did that, they think that's the only way anything can ever get documented to happen. Not if you tell a story. Hey, this happened when we were here.
And not to belittle that, but your point is incredible
like
because
Papa Don did, you mean?
yeah.
No, I wasn't belittling. You fucking. So
You were belittling.
so
It
hold
was
on,
it was
let me
classic
look at it.
case of
Yeah,
belittling.
how come you didn't help out Lincoln in the theater then?
He's a
You
prick.
took all
He was a
this shot,
prick.
then
he was
all
a
this-
prick.
all this-
Well, I took the one. I thought about what you said a couple
Why'd
weeks
you build a
ago, and
time
I
machine?
no,
Go
I
help out
had the
people,
time
catch
machine
bullets.
just like you, and I said I thought to myself, you know what, I'm just gonna go back to 1982, and I'm gonna pop it on once to work David Von Erich at the Sportatorium, which by the way has no air conditioning, and I'll watch him, in the for opening match with David Von Erich. And then I thought about it. I said, I could have probably saved Lincoln and did that, but Papadon's my friend, and here we are today.
All that would have happened was
Like-
Mary Todd would have masturbated to Stevie, just like those church ladies did. So, we were talking about the homeless guys, like the homeless shit earlier. Remember the Kraft mac and cheese guy who they caught on the fucking side of the road with a sign, and somebody viraled him, and he had the great voice, so now he was
Oh,
the
yeah,
Kraft mac
yeah.
and cheese.
Yep.
So now the guy wants, now he's, of course, 5 years, it was like 5 years ago, I think it was. But now that's what I was looking up. I was just seeing what happened to him because I want to see if he was dead. And so now he's doing, he gave homeless people socks. He does speaking tours, of course. Guy's made fucking ridiculous amounts of money. 4 years sober. He's 4 years sober, so good for him.
Yeah.
But like the whole time, I was just kind of doing the perusal. Yeah, after we just fucking drank all that, we're like, good sober for you, buddy. So this prick got all this money and he fucked it all up because he got involved with shady business. He got involved. He went back into drugs. He had depression. I'm not on the street anymore. I'm really depressed.
I can't believe the homeless guy would
yourself.
make shitty business deals.
Yeah, I can't imagine how. But so like I find it all to be, it all had to do with the one person who was driving, and they wanted to look at him, and he looked like a crazy person, and they videotaped him off the videotape. They recorded him on the phone, and it made this guy's life. So yeah, that's everybody's next expectation. Again, I saw people at work, they were talking about the AMA. I didn't watch the fucking AMA awards. I don't know any of the assholes on there are, but all they kept talking about was some guy whose reaction, he's had such a big reaction to what's the fucking broad who whatever, one of these other assholes' names, I'm not gonna put him over, but they were worried about this guy's reaction, and they kept fucking talking about it, and that's all this guy wanted to do. He was a fucking nobody, but now his reaction was the big deal. And I'm like, that's all people want. People want a sound bite. People want the next GIF, and they're not going to beat Bassmaster shit. They're not going to be Dirty Turnbuckle shit. But they want the next GIF to go over and be like, oh, everybody loves it. Oh, it's on Oprah, or it's on this fucking show.
Even WWE is doing that kind of stuff now, where guys will do takes
like
at the camera. If you're just listening to
us,
I just did like the big wide-eyed take, like turn my head and shock take,
awful.
like the GIF take. That's become part of what it is right now. New Day does that a ton, where
they're funny.
Yeah, but they know. And Big E knows, like, to look at the camera for 3 seconds, to do a change in expression and do a dance. Like, that's going to be viral. There's
an entire episode just about what they're trying to convey.
Yeah,
and that conspiracy.
There was a thing me and Nova used to do as a joke.
Nova and I.
Yeah, he used to do too, and then when we would go and Charlie would be by the hard camera, we'd see it, and then he'd be running around the ring, and if he was next to us, we'd roper the camera. We called it the roper from fucking Mr. Roper, where you stop and then you give the smile to the camera.
Yeah.
No matter what the fuck you're doing, no matter what you're selling, you do the roper. And that was our joke. That was our funny little thing before the internet, before we got to be, we never got to be gifts. To me, it was the funniest thing in the world that like me and him did. Nobody else, I didn't give a fuck who else put it over.
Well, there's your challenge, Horseman Posse, right there. Can you find a roper ring from Big Sal FBI match
or
Nova classic ECW? We're looking for some roper rings.
That's all we ever did. And it was for us, and I didn't give a fuck if anybody else put it over because we thought it was the funniest thing on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, well, that's what I wanted to cover, and we've seen that this week, whether it's individuals with Paul Orndorff needing help to keep his home and things like that. I'm not telling you don't donate to what you want to, but if there's a degree, if there's a degree of separation, question who is in that degree of separation and what their motives are, especially if you've seen it burn. But at the end of the day, people are going to have their own guilt, their own longing for somebody they've lost, and those donations are going to make them feel better. Like I said, with that shot of dopamine to the head of, okay, I can lay my head on the pillow. I did something good. I'm a good person tonight. And corporations know that. Individuals know that now. And that is the newest scam of the last decade. And it goes from one-on-one level all the way to major corporatocracy with the Noble Edge effect. And it's something I feel like we're kind of, it was a lot hotter 2015. I'd say that was kind of the peak. But it's still going on. When I see a girl with double D implants getting slammed on a Susan G. Komen fucking graphic, I have to do a show about it. And thanks to GGP for, was it you or was it Stevie actually who suggested this? I think it was Stevie. So fuck you, GGP. But thank
fuck you too.
Thank you for being on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you for the support. Keep on listening.
But here's an interesting cancer fact to go back into the kind of like the deep conspiracies, not talking about like what anybody can find. The numbers and everything are out there if you really look into it. But
conspiracy horseman cancer fact. Go, Stevie.
One of the more interesting things revolves around probably the first conspiracy anyone in our generation really held on to, and that was the JFK assassination. And there are stories and rumors out there throughout generations that Jack Ruby, who shot Oswald because he wanted to spare Jackie the pain of going through a trial with Lee Harvey Oswald, they say to try to keep him quiet. The story is that they injected him with a fast-acting cancer because he died incredibly quick from cancer after pretty much all this had went down, I think within a year or so.
Didn't they say they had the ice bullet, the cancer bullet? The
Right.
CIA had a weapon they could shoot someone and give them a cancer, and then they'll die really quick. And Aaron Russo, didn't he say that in his little documentary about the Rockefellers, how they were going to go into Venezuela and get Chavez, or that's his name, right? Chavez, the president who died of cancer recently, or like a year ago, because Venezuela was not on our side at all. They hated Obama. They hated the way the United
central
States.
banks too, right?
Yeah, and
That's
central
really
banks
what
as
it
well. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Bob Marley's in that list too.
It could be anybody. I mean, look, nothing's far-fetched. That's the whole premise of the conspiracy horseman is never believe anything that you see, half of what you read, and always think freely to make your own assumptions after you do the research. And you know what? Not for nothing, but the fact that we are having this discussion today just goes to show you that money is the root of all evil. And that's all it comes down to. It all comes down to money, in both in religion, socially, politically, medically. You know, it's all about money. So unfortunately, that's the way money does make the world go around, as cliche as it is. But at the end of the day, all it is a stupid piece of paper with a dead president on that Stevie didn't save. And, you know, that's that.
Yeah, I mean,
my shot. I'll have my chance.
That was it.
I won't let it go to waste again by going back to 1982 to watch you get unbooked off a sportatorium show.
If you saved the Lincoln back in the day with your time machine, if you would have saved him from being assassinated, guess what? Santa Carla would not be infested with vampires because you would have killed them all. So it's all your fucking fault.
Excellent movie, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. I loved it.
Good movie.
I thought it was awesome.
I liked it too.
And also the knockoff one, the Zombie Hunter. That was awesome.
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Is that what it was?
Well,
If
they
you
came
people
out at
want-
the same time.
If you people want to listen to a good podcast about horror movies, there's a guy in here in this room right
Go
now.
listen to ours.
It's called a Horror Junkyard.
Yeah.
Go, Sal.
Exclusively at hackerhameen.podbean.com.
Who, if I didn't have 2 or 3 Bloody Marys, I probably would have put that over yesterday when we recorded.
Well, for a guy GGP who said that you were worried about how much content we were going to have for the show, man, I think we've flushed out a lot here already. I just wanted to go back to that article on pink washing because it sparked some great discussion. We talked about what it is, and then more red flags, conflicts of interest, and fundraising fraud. In 2011, Komen created a perfume called Promise Me. It contained unsafe chemicals that were deemed toxic and hazardous with negative health effects. The ingredients included galaxolide, an endocrine disruptor, toluene, a possible carcinogen and toxic to the liver, and coumarin, which is a toxic to the liver and kidneys and used to kill rodents. In 2012, why the fuck would you even put that in a scent? Any of those things. In 2012, Komen partnered with Coca-Cola, which actually, sorry, I gotta say, which actually takes me to like, are we talking about like, let's wipe out the stupidest people? Like, is it a big fucking Illuminati joke at the end of the day?
Next is going to be like Monsanto and Roundup.
Right.
They're going to do it on a lawn or something.
Right. Like
man.
to get people to do that, that is some kind of energy vampire power play. Why would any 4 of those fucking ingredients need to be in there? In 2012, Komen partnered with Coca-Cola Company producing Fuse Tea with 31 grams of sugar, high fructose corn syrup, likely genetically modified, sucralose, and preservatives. Is this a beverage that should be promoted alongside claims to be researching the cure for breast cancer? In 2013, Yoplait, the yogurt company, held a campaign called Save Lids to Save Lives. They donated 10 cents per lid with a special code which consumers could redeem. Yet hormone-laden dairy, sugar, and artificial chemicals have all been linked to cancer. How can an organization that claims to be focused on preventing and curing breast cancer partner with companies that sell highly processed fast food, junk food, artificial hormone food, and filled dairy products, sugar, chemical-laden food, and beverages that have a strong correlation with contributing to cancer? Many of these pseudo-foods and products are known contributors to cancer causation or progression. Do you think these partnerships are actually contributing to a cure, or are they really creating more customers for the cancer industry? Interesting question right there, fellas.
Yes,
Ooh.
sir.
Yeah.
That's a lot to take in right there. But,
That's a lot.
but let's face reality. You just hit the nail on the head. There can't be any supply without demand. You know, so
Holy
look
shit.
look at the U.S. I mean, our greatest export, war. What do we always do? What have we been doing for the last 20 years? Fighting wars, invading countries, going to the Middle East, stealing opium. So, you know, it is what it is. We can't. If you're making all the bullets and all the tanks and all the guns, you can't make a profit unless there's a war. So, if you are trying to, create some kind of cancer, this way you can sell some kind of treatment for it, then you're not going to sell the treatment if there's no disease. So, you know, that's not far-fetched thinking there.
No, not at all, man. And this just popped me. Sorry, while you were going off as well. I was listening, but it says pink infused profits. Where does all the money go? A quick check of Komen's tax returns posted on Charity Navigator, a service that evaluates and rates public charities for accountability and transparency, may come as a shock. Founder and CEO Nancy Brinker's salary. I was so close. I know, dude. I saw that. I fucking popped. Nancy Brinker, might as well be Brown. Salary was $560,896 in 2013, and in 2012, Komen president was paid $606,461. With multi-million-dollar budget and high-profile PR campaigns, Komen has been immensely successful at engaging millions of women to sign up for the annual Race for the Cure. In order to participate in Komen's popular 3-day walk events, each participant must personally raise over $2,000 for Komen. Charity Navigator reports that Komen's annual revenue is well over $200 million. Annual revenue is well over $200 million. Besides enormous executive salaries, a large percentage of this money goes to education and quote-unquote awareness campaigns. This awareness then leads to fueling more push for mammograms, which I'm sure they're fucking getting kickbacks on too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look at the doctors with their prescriptions.
Yeah.
They don't get paid cash, or maybe they do in little brown bags under the table, but they get all these illustrious trips to Cancun or Bermuda or Bahamas or whatever the case may be. They get a kickback from the prescriptions they write, which in my case, in my opinion, shouldn't be legal.
No.
You know what I mean? Because if you have some skin in the game, what do you think is gonna do? You're gonna sway everything that's going to your favor. So, bless you there.
Thank you.
Stevie, what are you thinking on that information? That's just kind of what I wanted to close up with, man.
Well, if you're somebody that takes a job, the money for the CEOs, the money and the expense account and the perks for the people that are running these truly show what the mission statement of the charity is. If somebody comes and, there's other ones like Salvation Army and other ones where some of the CEOs don't even take a salary. I'm not saying Salvation Army, but other ones, a salary of $1, $0, basic, 50, 60, 75 grand salary. These salaries that these have, I'm sure they have golden parachute plans. I'm sure they have severance packages they'll never have to work again another day in their life. That shows not only the intention of the candidate who becomes CEO, but of the actual charity that basically this is for profit. This person is just coming here because it's a CEO to run a business.
And
It's a
I'd like to
CEO
see how
drive
many
profit.
CEOs left corporate culture to go to nonprofits and got a pay bump, not a fucking pay cut. So because they're running it, they've already got the ties in there. Oh, this person from Coca-Cola is now part of Susan G. Komen Foundation. We have a partnership. It works flawlessly. You know what I mean? Whatever.
And here's the thing. Once again, going back to Stephanie, the CEO's apparent or appearance of philanthropy is going to make them even more of a commodity in that way, or
Absolutely.
It's going to score them huge points while they're not losing a dime. I think that mirrors exactly what WWE does. They don't lose a dime on this stuff. They don't donate the money. They're just, like you said, hey, we got $100,000 in payoffs that we gave to the wrestlers. We're going to write that off and then say we donated $100,000 to the charity. We break even off that.
And did it come down from the office on high? Yeah, we can do that. We just got to make sure everybody on their gear has a Connor's Cure fucking patch that we got to put on there. Like, that's how backstage and shady it had to be at one time or another, right? Like, that had to come down from a corporate office in Stamford all the way to the fucking seamstress to put that shit on there.
Hey, Sewing Machine Monkey, get these on before the show tonight.
Just in case somebody in the year 2021 goes through our books and we can look back, roll tape. We did this show. Here's the money. We covered our asses because of that.
Look, motherfucker, Ascension has pink ribbons on their fucking boots, you cocksucker.
Shout out, Victor. OVW 1000. GGP, anything else you want to add on this, bro?
No, I mean, we all say the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Don't trust anyone. Do your research before you giving up your money. And don't always believe what you see and half of what you read, or the other way around, or whatever. Just don't believe anything. It's all a work.
I think just at the end of the day, if you really want to do something to get that shot of dopamine, are you going to do something locally for somebody who's hurting, whether it's bringing them, Meals on Wheels type stuff, or spending time or going and doing that. If you need that shot of dopamine to your head, and that it's not just a money donation that's going to be leached off, do something that's going to make you a better individual, and do something to change somebody's life who may not beat it, who may not be around here. Make a moment for somebody. That's the best thing you can possibly do at the end of the day, every day, really.
If anyone wants the shot of dopamine, very simple. Just send money to Papa Don at 595 at yahoo.com to my PayPal and feel good about yourself. Thank you. Send us a bunch of bits.
Yeah, going to the gender neutral messaging system, because this popped me. I got a message from a track phone, which is pretty funny.
Really?
It came up as a fucking phone number and at mmst5.trackphone, and I won't finish it. It says, "Good evening, Horsemen. I want to let you all in on an amazing journey that I'm on. In my previous gender neutral messaging, I've told you about my awakening and hunger for truth, and how my family all rolls their eyes when I bring up any conspiracy. This past weekend, we were out at a local Chinese establishment for our weekly Sunday family dinner with my mom and dad and my sisters and my family. My nephew brings up that they're doing a project fair for his high school, and it's going to be on conspiracies of the modern world, but he didn't know or quite understand what he's supposed to do. My wife says, talk to your uncle, buddy. He's into all that crazy stuff. I popped and I went on to explain about the Mandela effect, JFK, 9/11, Clinton kill list, Illuminati, Rothschilds, the Giants, Georgia Guidestones, Watergate, Fort Knox, NWO, the moon landing, and on and on. So obviously an avid listener right here. Everything I have learned from you in my own personal studies, for the first time I saw eyes opening instead of rolling. Fact after fact after fact, their eyes were opening wider and wider. I told them about Hacker Hameen at podbean.com or .podbean.com, and I told them about the Conspiracy Horsemen and Crow 777, and the Fringe even put over the Big Man's Horror Junkyard show, which my wife and daughter loved. They're huge horror fans. Needless to say, when we left and my dad called, he said, what was that Podbean website again? And I needed to check it out. Stevie, I am game over with my wife because I'm down 21 pounds thanks to Stevie Richards Fitness. Thank you. And lastly, GGP, love you, you grumpy Greek. You're a good dude and deserve all the accolades and success you've earned recently lately. I'm sorry for the Hans email. I just wanted, quote unquote, Hans email. I just wanted to say thank you and I appreciate you, brothers, Matt. Wow, that's a great one, and especially from a track phone, that's a motherfucker
Justin
to
French
type.
says this guy wore his thumb out typing on that T9 keyboard.
You gotta respect that on the fucking track phone money.
It's tremendous.
Well,
So-
Matt, I'm glad you got your 1 hour of sleep because you're over with us. So.
Nothing but positive from Matt. Thanks,
that
man.
was good, man. I just picture it in my head, my local Chinese restaurant, some dude in there. It's finally his time to shine after years of fucking having to be stonewalled. The kid comes through with the conspiracy and everyone's eyes are open, and even Dad at the end of the day wants to come on board with the Conspiracy Horsemen. Well, we welcome your whole family, and we thank you for being such a conduit to your family to bring us that way, man. That's fucking awesome.
And I'm not grumpy. I'm just Greek.
Yeah.
So.
Stevie, and you're getting the guy laid. You're getting him laid.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't believe. Well, I can believe he's getting laid, but I can't believe how just that little joke of just Triple H, which he would say that, by the way, I just isolated it into basically he's like Groot from fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, which that's all he says. But dude, I get tweets every day, or someone just saying I'm over, or when I was playing Firestarter Pro,
Yeah.
and I grabbed the sledgehammer, and I would just be like,
Pro.
that's what Ben calls it. So when I was playing that, and anytime I pick up a sledgehammer and start hitting people and saying I'm over, and people fucking love it. And now when I pick the sledgehammer up in the game, the chat just goes off with I'm over.
Tremendous.
So it's
You
kind of
have-
cool how we have an effect on people.
It
Is
is.
it
It's
commentating on the
humbling.
game?
My commentating.
Yeah, he
Shall
talks
play,
over
we
it.
can
It's good.
commentate.
So when you watch Japanese wrestling and they go, oh, no, elbow, brain buster.
No,
Can you do
that's
something like-
very racist.
Yeah. I
No,
know.
it's not. That's what they freaking do, dummy.
Unless you listen
can
to
you
Jim
do-
Ross slur through
Yeah.
it.
Oh God.
I know that's what they do because I've been to Japan.
I couldn't eat Kubasta.
I knew that was coming. Fucking chat room's blowing up. We appreciate
A
you
few
guys
times.
popping us. Nakamura serving bin. I don't know what that one means,
I
Tony, man.
love you, Papa.
But brawn, laugh my ass off, burn, respect. Somebody wants to talk about the horrible Triple H Photoshop. I don't know what that is, so clarify that. Back to the general neutral mailbag from Matt Ziola. Hey, big hello, and it says possible show topic, and thank you, and please no full senior name if you're right on the air. Too late. Big hello to you wonderful gentlemen in GGP. I have to open with an obligatory. I'm a big fan of you guys. I hail from Melbourne, Australia, and no, I didn't attend the Super Showdown with a WWE $1 trillion event. The only interest I have in wrestling is a handful of podcasts, with the highlight being Master Shoot Theater. Well, I hope I didn't disappoint, and I hope I did enough of a stereotype of an Australian this week that it slightly offended you and entertained you. I've discovered you guys through Mr. Russo, and I'm glad I did, as this has added a couple of extra hours of quality content. That was British, to devour each week. Gotta say, whilst I'm new to the conspiracy theory thing, I don't always buy into what you guys are trying to put over. I must admit that you guys are entertaining as hell. There's been a number of episodes that have made me think a little deeper about the world that we live in, how oblivious we are to the truth, and how easily misled we can be. So thank you for the awakening, and please keep up the great work. There was one topic that I was hoping you could have a look into. You briefly have touched on it a couple of times, but have dismissed it almost immediately due to being far right. I'd like to hear your take on Tommy Robinson, a British government and media portrayal of him, and the treatment he has received for highlighting issues and raising awareness of grooming gangs and raping of young children. I'll let you guys look into the topic you should decide to discuss. Don't want to influence you with my opinion on the topic, but I will note this also ties into the media silencing, free speech, government, power, and most importantly, it makes me think of Stevie's quote about nobody being left. Can't remember it verbatim, but maybe by the time you get to reading this, he may have thrown it out there half a dozen times or so to refresh our memories.
When they came for me, there was no one left.
Yeah. Wrapping it up quickly, as much as GGP can be frustrating pain in the arse, and the show tends to benefit from his toilet breaks, internet dropouts, and no-shows, I do unfortunately agree with him on much more than I care to admit. And I do feel that this topic, if you guys choose to take it on, I'd really love to hear his take on it and see where it goes. So again, thanks heaps for the content. I both enjoy and appreciate it greatly. Please keep up the good work. Cheers, Maddie. P.S. I just wanted to thank the Greeks for inventing the Hallmark Channel. Never watched it before, but after hearing Stevie obsess over it and the commentary that followed, it was one of the funniest things I've heard in a long time. Thanks again. Good bit. A lot of people thought that was one of the funniest shows we've ever done. We had a good time last week. Stevie threw himself under the bus with Hallmark Channel. We got a lot of ribs about it. Good stuff all the way around. We did cover, what's the dude's name? Sorry, I fucking got to go back here.
Tommy Robinson.
Tommy Robinson, kind of when it happened.
That's
Charles Robinson.
He's pretty far.
Hold on. When we had Stevie, he was there.
Yeah.
Stevie, tell us about Tommy Robinson, fucking little kid. GGP just said you were there. I don't know.
Well, no, I was in Japan when that happened.
They're definitely doing it there, but he's pretty far right, and the fact that they cracked down on him when he was going after pedophile rings inside of Parliament and the government and tried to silence him, dude.
Wait.
They're terrible fucking workers. They
So
just totally stood
is
themselves off.
Is this dude saying we didn't follow up on it? We
I don't think
touched on it?
I don't think he heard the episode where we talked about it. Is what it is. So
Yeah, so I was gonna say, so he's saying we're not following up because he's far right, so we didn't follow up on something like this.
right. Well, he did just get out, and we didn't follow up on it. So he is right in that respect. I don't know if he heard our first episode where we did cover it a little bit. But I mean, we didn't do a full episode on it. So
Was he close also? He didn't. I don't think he mentioned it because he was talking a lot about royal family stuff, British Parliament stuff,
Yeah.
the TV people like that. I forget that guy's name. Seville. But wasn't he also like really smartened up about the Podesta stuff with that kid
with the girl?
So that
right?
kind of put him over the top. Yeah, that put him over the top. We got to put this guy away for a while.
And they did, and then he came back out and he kind of shut the fuck up, right? So how did they get to him? What did they do? It's definitely
His ass in jail, dude.
yeah, but dude, the fact that he has too many followers, it's not like one crazy fucker just saying some stuff. That dude, there was mad marches and all that shit, right?
But here's the deal, man. If somebody turns around, okay, God forbid something happens to you, and they take you and they say, listen, we get the show's comedy, you guys put some jokes in and haha and whatever. Nobody takes you too seriously. Now we hit on something that somebody doesn't like. You go to jail, and they'll just tell you, hey, once you're in jail, we can do whatever we want to. Now, here's your choice. Fuck the show, leave the show bin, or we put you back in jail for another reason. And now we've proven to you we can take you right out of life and put you away, and nobody will ever see you again. Or we kill you in jail and say, oh, it was jail.
But
So you know what I mean? Like,
that's where
these
like
are
you're
big
at the
life
line.
change
Is your
choices for this guy.
asshole gonna pucker, or is a guy like that who has enough fanatical followers who haven't done? I mean, I'm not saying they don't fucking bar brawl and do fucking dumb rugby ass soccer brawl things.
About that shit,
but
dude.
like,
I'm talking.
but a guy like that
enough
could
to
go.
make this guy
You
balk on
want
this
you want
shit."
me to fucking make a call and say green light fucking London, and now there's 5 bomb threats with possibility of shit going off. He could have fucking played that card. Instead, he's silent. And I'm not trying to belittle what you're saying because I totally get it. What this email leads me to is something that we actually saw in our news feed today. 123 fucking kids saved out of 300 that they're looking for in a child trafficking ring in Detroit. Just
No one
in
said
fucking
anything.
Detroit area. No one says fuck all. Right? Yeah. So tie that into this guy getting silenced, coming out, not even letting out a fucking queef when he fucking gets out of jail, of being like, yeah, let's talk about the fucking molesters then, right? You put me in jail for it, and now I'm back the fuck out. They got to him some way. However, another fucking victory in the Donald Trump war against Pedogate, Pizzagate here, and the shit is fifth-hand news. It's not even – you have to really look for it on the sites where we fucking go. You know what I mean? So it is a good email. It's a good question. We should follow up on it more, but it's not because we're like, oh, we're behind fucking Tommy because we're
That
right
was my
socialist
issue
shit.
with
Right.
this
And that I didn't
fucking
want to
thing.
fucking demean that and demoralize it,
You
but I wanted to
can't
get all
follow
that in.
up on something if something doesn't exist. So this guy gets out and there's no more news, there's no more quotes, there's no more anything about this
Right.
individual or the matter at hand. It's hard to follow up on it because there's nothing there.
He should have walked out of those fucking. He should have had his whole team, had all the press there. He walks out of the fucking jail, steps on a legit. I would have actually had a soapbox there, had him step on it, look into the camera, and go, fuck you, and fuck you to those fucking dudes that he wanted to name, and then drop the fucking evidence and then let them come in. Because what else are you going to do except kill him afterwards? If you're a real man and you're
That's
fucking.
a big motivator, brother. It's a big motivator.
Dude, all you're gonna do is make a fucking martyr of that guy, and he should have more confidence in the fact that they wouldn't step to him.
Yeah, but the problem is you don't know if they're gonna kill him or kill a
Right.
family member.
That's my thing. You got this issue, and again, we've all said, if somebody ever stepped to us, fuck them, we'd step right back. If somebody came to you and said, wife number one, here's the thing, we know where she works. Now that's an issue that you're going to have to deal with. We're not going to touch you. We're not going to fucking touch you. But
We're gonna let you live through all the misery of seeing people you love die.
we know where wife number one lives and works and does her. We know her schedule. Here's the deal. Are you cool with that? And I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
No,
here.
I've tested
Come on,
me, and
come on.
I'm thinking
I'm
about
just
it
saying, man.
is it gonna be the fucking Liam Neeson? I know where you live, and I have a fucking
Right.
particular set of skills, motherfucker. Like,
Right.
I'll
But
quit my
now-
job and hunt you with a 50 caliber and shoot each one of your
Right.
fucking legs off.
That's great, but then this just once
Yeah,
this
what's
gets brought into
reality?
real life terms now,
Right,
this dude,
exactly.
this guy could be like, "Oh, you're right. Fair enough. All right, guys. No, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Like,
Cheers, Will.
Goodbye. Bye-bye. All right.
But also, on another end, he may be smart enough. Like we realize, we talk about this stuff. We bring it up. Lots of people probably think it or talk amongst themselves. But at the end of the day, with everything after this happened, and the media not covering 120 kids being recovered and rescued out of a human trafficking ring, who's going to really care if all of us get killed, if this guy
Right.
gets killed, or who's going to care if he gets on TV and says, these people, I'm naming them, here's the evidence, here's a bunch of pictures, here's video, I hacked the entire thing, and someone's going to just say, wow, that's something else. Well, I got to get back to Facebook here,
Yeah.
because it moves so quick on purpose, intentionally. The news moves so quick you can't digest it. So Nancy Brown and Jim Smith are not going to give a fuck maybe for a day or two. But what are they really going to do? What are they really going to do?
People are likening that Tommy Robinson to Hitler in the fact of not that he's right and socialist nationalist, is that it started in the beer halls. It started with the rugby fucking crazies, the soccer crazies, and it's the MAGA movement, right? With fucking in UK. So if that's really what your follow up is, and it's not the fact that we fucking want to side with some bullshit ideology, but we definitely don't want to side with some fucking power structure that's tied in with the church and some child trafficking molester shit. I'll fucking jump to fucking future Hitler's side every time to take those cocksuckers down who are doing some bullshit. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to put any anti-Semitism moment out there, but I'm saying if that's what you're going to fucking liken it to and draw a line in the sand, guess what fucking side horsemen are going to go on? Because we'll redraw the line and after we eliminate those other motherfuckers by exposing them. There's no mercy on them.
Put it this way, Ben, and everyone else listening. They came out and they said, Jimmy Savile, TV personality,
Yeah.
best friend to the royal family. It is proven he was a child toucher, a kid fucker.
Right.
No qualms, no theory, fact.
Yeah.
And no one says anything. No one cares to investigate his connections to the royal family or to Parliament or what he may or may not have allegedly gave kids to people in the Parliament or in the royal family for mischievous reasons. Speaker of the House, third man in charge. The president goes down, vice president goes down. He's the leader of the free world. What was his name? Got caught kid touching, kid porn. What was his name? Obama's Speaker of the House. What was his name?
Oh,
Dennis has Dennis.
It wasn't Obama's, but yeah, Dennis Hastert, right? He goes down
Yeah.
with the fucking kid gimmick.
Didn't that happen during Obama's reign?
I think it was Bush.
It was a few years ago.
I thought it was.
Was it Bush?
I thought it was Bush.
Well, regardless, Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. Boom, he went down. How many CEOs? How many executives? How many people in government, governors, mayors, all have gone down? Child pornography, child touching, child trafficking. Hell, the person who's in charge of Amber Alerts got caught twice trafficking children and got bailed out by the Clintons. And she's running Amber Alerts. That's like having Stevie Wonder teach driver's ed. It doesn't make any goddamn sense in this world today. It does not. The Vatican, how many priests messed up children?
Hundreds.
No, they didn't get punished. They got swept under the rug and moved to different locations. They just went on a different territory and ran the same freaking angle over and over and over again. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, with that being said, there's your fucking answer, kid. And I didn't take a piss break. I just added value to this freaking podcast. Go fuck yourself. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you. Great email, man. Hopefully, that kind of clears it up. I like that you held our feet to the fire of like, maybe that's how we're perceived. Maybe we are perceived more right, but to be honest with you, it's not that we're right or left or we want one thing or another. We're not going to buy into Marx who are fucking far left cock fuck faces. We're not going to buy into the right who are ignorant fucking inbred Jed Marks that we deal with from fucking shows who just they live in fucking New York and they have a rebel flag. I see that shit all the time. You're a fucking idiot. We're going to fucking go with what's right. And I'm not saying right or left. What is the correct choice for humanity? And sometimes we fall on both sides of that line. Do we want charity? Do we want value for our fellow man? Do we want some socialist stuff? Absolutely. Do we want a difference in equality and breaking down that fucking big, huge gap of that as opposed to corporate profits and the right? Sure. So we fucking fall left on a lot of things. So don't think that just like we take a hard line on something because of that. But when it comes to a dude, I don't care if he's Hitler future, whatever the fuck, like, when it comes down to the fact of you're talking about exposing kid touchers in fucking parliament, that's the argument the horsemen are with, and we're going to fucking go with it.
The way he's thinking, right or left, bipartisan.
Yeah, you've already lost. You've already controlled.
He already lost.
Yep.
He's done because he's falling in line to how they want him to think. A house divided can't stand.
Yep. Moving on, it says request to put on your show from Will. Hello, Horseman. This is MC Spectacles. I'm a big fan of you guys. I'll try to make this as brief as I can. You do an awesome job covering everything, and I've been researching ever since I found out a little pamphlet titled, What Do Freemasons Really Believe, quote unquote. When I skimmed through it, I had no idea that it was going to send me spiraling down the rabbit hole in the world of conspiracy. Now, after 20 years, my sky is full of chemtrails. The New World Order surrounds me like Piper and They Live, and pedophile rings are exposed along with devilish beings that run them. I also love the Attitude Era growing up. My friend and I even have our own backyard wrestling organization. Well, GGP's looking for bookings if you fucking need a champ.
Where money's right. I'll take.
Where we beat the shit out of each other.
Coming from the guy who wrestles in a tent, getting paid by a bunch of high-priced Jews. So don't give me shit.
Fuck yeah. They didn't even have a tent. It was just in the backyard. We wrestled in this. Jake the Snake Roberts was there, so was Chris Masters, and they're more over than me, and Cole Cabana. We wrestled in this old house, and the floors would give and yield some like a wrestling ring. That's dangerous. Fun times. So when I heard Vince Russo had a podcast, I signed up quickly. I'm glad I did. It pointed me to you. Truth is everywhere, but very few people really want it and will sacrifice for it. So I see the Horsemen, Russo, and even Disco to a degree as part of the same body. Ultimate truth is the destination, but has many different paths. I know now that through Jesus Christ, a.k.a. the Desert Wizard, as Sal says, scoff all you want, Big Sal, but the resurrection story is the center of all truth. You're on your way, brother. The Church of Stevie is right, despite all of his Hallmark movie confessions. Yep, I'm a Christian, and I've been born again. I'm sorry, brother, you're brainwashed. God tossed me down on my knees when I was at my worst, a pill-popping punk rocker drowning in Jim Beam. Switched to Evan Williams. I choked out a few I choked out a few words to God like, help me and have mercy on me. He set me on my path of true and light. I'm far from perfect in every battle every day, but I know I'm valued. I write this letter not to preach to you, but to make a request. You all have covered the conspiracy theory from many angles. I'm enjoying all of them. How about you try from the Christian angle, too? Jesus was tempted by the devil on the mountain once. The devil told him, I can give you all these kingdoms if you fall down and worship me. I believe that Satan does this with the rulers and celebrities as well today. So because I feel this way, I'm requesting that you have Kenneth Hovind on as your guest of your program. He's a Christian apologist who used to debate guys like Christopher Hitchens and Richard Dawkins. Intellectually, well, he didn't debate them. He got his lunch eaten by fucking Chris Hitchens because no one can fucking out-debate Hitchens. Intellectually, he more than held his own against those heavyweights. Disagree. He used to eviscerate professors in colleges long before it was popular to go on campus and rile up the snowflakes. You can look at his old debate videos at Berkeley to see that. He believes that science provides Bible and his preachings. He believes that science proves the Bible and his preachings were so dangerous that they threw him in jail for a while, making up false charges against him. He lectures about giants, dinosaurs, the age of the earth, the elites, natural remedies, and the dangers of evolutionary thought. He's a fascinating teacher, extremely funny, and very interesting. If you like Tim Alberino, you'll enjoy Keith Hovind's message too.
Don't tell me that.
Thanks for all you do. Keep exposing the lies. I'll be with you all the way. That is until I get hung by my own doorknob with a red scarf. P.S. I'm a rapper too. I started.
Now I'm fucking hoping for it.
I started when I first heard "Enter the Wu-Tang," Yalla, back in middle school. So this is an extra cool when I hear Ben spitting meth bars in the beginning of the show. Some bit.ly link is my work. Until later date, fellas, Yalla. Well, I appreciate you, man, and I appreciate you being pretty straightforward and candid, too. Usually when I think of Christianity, and this is my own shortcomings, I think of kind of a double speak reaction that pushes an envelope, and I don't feel that you did that. You gave us a great reference, and I will gladly reach out to him because I think it's not up to us to think that we're over. As Rip Rogers would say, you fucking think you're over, you ain't over. So there's always something for me to learn, and I would be honored to have somebody on my show who debated Hitchens, on our show, who debated Hitchens, who I have what do you mean? I went back and fucking corrected Sam.
I just saw Stevie kind of balk at that. He's like,
absolutely hear it because I don't want to cut out any trains of thought, be it Christian who are open to the way Sal and I think, and as we are open to the way GGP and Stevie put things over with their background. I'm not going to shortchange any of our listeners, and I'll definitely reach out this week.
I give MC Scat Cat a fucking round of applause because he came out. He knew he was going to get fucking pissed on, but he walked through it anyway. So
I'll tell you what. And to judge your hip hop, I will be fucking extra crucial. I'm going to click your link after the show's over. I'm going to listen to it, and if I like it, I may use it as this week's outro music.
Well, so you're hoping he will allow you to steal his music.
Yeah, well, I'm Hacker Hameen. You ain't getting no royalties off this motherfucker. Fuck that. It's like Connor's Cure. I'm writing your shit off as a charity.
Donation.
Yeah.
Are we? How much mail do we have?
That was pretty much most of the new mail. We do have older stuff.
Let's go through it.
Well, I wanted to talk about next week and kind of promote next week, which will be, but first and foremost, it's everybody's favorite. It'll be a mailbag show. But the reason it will be just reading the mail, we'll do more here if you want, but for next week, we'll do all mail because I'll have the edit done, crossing my fingers, praying to God. How's that? Sal and Ben.
Well,
so it's not
going to get shit done.
Yeah, no. When is that happening?
Okay, well, let me finish. Just humor me. So I will have the edit done of our ghost and paranormal investigation of the Rome Theater or the Capitol Theater in Rome, New York. And we're going to do a live airing next week on the Horsemen after we do the mailbag segment. And we're going to be doing a Q&A with the chat room after the airing exclusively here on twitch.tv/Conspiracy Horsemen.
Excellent. I appreciate all the hard work and editing you put into it, man. I know that shit takes a lot of time, and we wanted to wait till Halloween to come out with something, not jump the gun. As we get closer to Halloween, some things might need to be pre-taped because I know Halloween's on a Wednesday this week, and there's no way we could do the show because the Dogs of War go absolutely fucking ballistic the entire time. So we got to figure out a solution for that. But, again, thanks for that. And actually, I wanted to shout out, one of my students who actually has a show called The Empire Plate, which is a food review show. They went to the Capitol as well. He just passed his 200th show on The Empire Plate, but they're doing like ghouls and dining, something along Ghost and Dining. I can't remember what the title of it is, but they went to the Capitol and they had an experience too, man, while they were there. So I'm excited to see their show and kind of compare it to ours and, synergy as we all move together. And I'm sure if you watch our show and you see some of the things we experienced, that I'll post that link and you can check out Bill Vincey's link from Empire Plate and see the ghost hunting there. So Capitol Theater, a pretty interesting place right now for sure, man.
And definitely, just to make sure that it'll get done editing, I am going to also pray to Giant Were Rabbit, who will help Stevie's editing just as much as Desert Wizard Sandal Guy will.
Yeah.
So we could all pray.
In the name of Evan Williams, I bless you all, and that all editing gets done tonight, because I don't know if
Giant Were Rabbit loves you all, wants you all to prosper and edit. Go forth and edify.
Yep.
You know what? I had to do. You know how long it took to put the bars to tone to Sal's dialogue to bleep out all the fuck words and everything. You know how hard work that was?
I bet that was 4 hours.
You ain't fucking nothing. You ain't nothing.
Good stuff. Armand 27.
I think what I'm going to do too is afterwards for both of our YouTube channels, I'm going to put up the entire blooper reel of it, so it's going to be separate than the official edit.
Awesome. Armand 2700 says farts in church are always over. I couldn't agree more. Dirty Turnbuckle says we need Dippin' Donuts here in Ontario. I couldn't agree more. And Justin French wants to know if I dress up for trick-or-treaters as Hacker Hameen. The answer is yes. So one more from the gender-neutral messaging system. So we'll hold on to the rest of what we haven't covered. And if you guys want to be included in next week's show, definitely hit us up, conspiracyhorsemen@gmail.com, as we preview the exclusive debut, I should actually say, the release of Stevie Richards' cut of the Conspiracy Horsemen of the Capitol Theater and the General Neutral messaging system. So push it out there, you guys. Let us know what you want to see next or any questions you have.
But, disclaimer, podcast subject to change in case anything hits the fan between now and then.
Who knows in the next 6 days what false flag event may happen. Yeah. Making a Murder Conspiracy from Mike Camiria. Hello, Horseman. Seeing as season 2 has just been announced, I was wondering if you guys had watched the first season and what are your thoughts on the subject. I know the documentary was a bit of a work, but something doesn't add up. On a side note, this Friday I'm going to sign up for what Uncle Vince refers to as Stevie's Rubber Band program. Well, good for you, brother. Being a truck driver, I'm away all week, so I'm going to attempt to do it with my truck, as I'm sure you all know living on the road makes a healthy lifestyle difficult, but I want to make a change. Any advice would be great. I think you should hook it up just like Stallone did in Over the Top and just sit there and do arm reps all day long. But no, man, when you get out at your stops, dude, do 10 minutes. It's a great stretch. I mean, a full workout takes me 25 to 27 minutes kind of total. I'm in that range. I'm not sure. Stevie probably gets it done in 19, but, how many stops you make a day, do 10 minutes, going to help your sciatic, going to stretch you out, man, and get a good pump, and then off you go till the next one, and then get another 10-minute workout in when your next piss break is.
Well, to keep up with the conspiracies and, just a preview to flat abs, which will be coming soon, I wanted to make all the workouts 33 minutes long.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, Freemason it up. Yeah, just keep all our numerology in check. Making a Murderer, an awesome Netflix series that kind of set forth a bad domino effect of decision making for them, where they now have a mass call for murdering shows, which I think is the wrong message to spread to society. But to me, man, when it comes to Making a Murderer, it all sticks out with the cops, where the shit was planted in the fucking trailer. The timeline doesn't match up. that he left and came back off duty. They were trying to set him up. And the fact that he was charged with a rape and got out and rubbed it in their fucking faces, and they wanted some get back for that. It was just all too convenient of a guy who wasn't a rapist or a murderer to start with, and now he's a psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Doesn't make sense. I thought it was an incredible mini doc series, and I think it's a good model for a lot of different genres to follow to get exposure on Netflix.
Find it very telling that this sort of slow guy, all he wanted was fucking WrestleMania party.
Yeah, right. And they sold him out for WrestleMania and shit. Remember that big movement it was? They wanted to fucking send him to WrestleMania. How hot the show was.
Yeah, but there's no company charity going to help him out for being wrongly accused.
Right.
So
well, they also had a Benoit Memorial the day after.
I don't know. I bet there was a big GoFundMe for him. Now that I remember back, it seemed like there was like a big, let's overturn him and let's help him with his legal fees because
I was going to say, well, how much do you think the legal fees were like? All that shit was gone.
Oh, I bet it was like $450,000. Sure.
Yeah, after all the pro bono stuff, and they were like, you know what? Fuck this pro bono shit.
Yeah. Fuck your WrestleMania moment. They
said. that shit started getting drained. They bought him a Cena shirt and they called it a day.
New Day shirt.
Don't.
They did give one.
Batista shirt.
And the fact of what else was fucked up with that was the judicial system of jurisprudence and due process, and the judge seemed very biased, working kind of hand in hand with the cops whose testimony was sketchy at best. That one dude who seemed kind of like the Roscoe Pico train of the fucking whole gimmick, right? And what they could fuck up, they sure did, and it still didn't help him in any case. I thought his defense did a good job.
The town was small enough to still be like a backwoods town where they all knew this fucking family were fucking, the whole family was a mess. So they all knew the family. They all knew that, it was small enough to really fucking drive that shit in.
How about when they went to they found the body in the junkyard? It was like the total Nancy Brown of the group that they sent over in that perfect direction. And 10 minutes later, they're like, found it, you guys.
Blood's here.
Yeah, look at me. I'm an inspector. I should be a cop someday. Look how good I am.
Yeah. I watched that whole thing. Me and my wife watched the whole thing, and it started out, wow, this is really fucked up. This poor guy. And then you're like, wow, they're really just fucking this up. And then it got to, he's fucking it. Oh man, this is just these pieces of shit. And then it swerved and you're like, wait a minute, maybe the guy is fucked up. And then they cut it back to, no, these guys are just pieces of shit.
Dude, they said they tied the girl to a bed, raped her, and killed her on the bed. Zero blood, zero DNA evidence.
Right.
What the fuck is going on?
Put it this way. Look what they did with the West Memphis 3 stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. That whole thing, Paradise Lost 1, 2, 3. Mm-hmm. They had 3 fucking shows of that. And the first time you saw it, you went this way. Second time you went this way, and then the third time you finally came back and were like, if you didn't believe it, you didn't believe it by this point, because they just kept giving you more facts. So if you already damned these dudes, you already damned the dudes, because you weren't going to believe it by this point anyway.
Well, I didn't text him because we got so into it. Have you two guys seen Making a Murder or no?
Yeah.
No.
Here and there.
Yeah.
I only watch it's kind of stressful to watch.
Was it on the Hallmark Channel?
No, it's Netflix.
No, that had a good ending.
To talk about, this is something that got brought up last night on Russo on Raw SmackDown review. He wanted to talk about, was it 3 strangers? Is that what it was called?
Three identities.
Identical strangers. Twin or triplet brothers, identical triplet brothers, all separated from birth, who were fucking put in foster homes. And there were interviews done with them when they were like age 2, 4, 5, 11. And then when they were 19, this kid goes to a school and everybody thinks he's the other dude who was there the year before. And like one of the in-between friends takes him to meet the identical version of him. Turns out to be his twin brother. a dude, it becomes like a big fucking media circus. A dude reading it in the New York Post goes, holy fuck, these dudes look just like me and they have the same birthday as me. He ends up being the fucking triplet of them. So are we talking some strange government cloning where, and the mom just said, oh, she fucked some dude at David Buster's one night or whatever the fuck, and like that was it. Like no father. This feels to me like some bigger experiment where these were a triplet clone zygote in some fucking lab, split up, put into foster to become some Truman Show. Let's look in on them and see what the fuck happens throughout their lives. And we'll even reunite them for a feel-good story for the media and see how that does. And then one of the triplets ends up committing suicide, no rhyme or reason, no fucking, like, I was depressed, I was this or whatever. They all went into business together. Vince said they opened a restaurant, the whole fucking nine, and it's hilarious as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Well, apparently GGP thinks
I know, he thinks it's
I
fucking
know.
funny.
I'm just looking at Dirty Turnbuckle's new thing he just put up.
All right.
It's the lineup. It's hilarious.
All right. But definitely another interesting story I think we need to cover and look into. Vince was pretty adamant about it. It's a Netflix movie and something we should look at because it does have there's just way too much Cosby math of coincidence, like 5-6 different things like that coincide that way. I don't know. I want to look more into it. No one gives a fuck. All right.
Nope.
No, I just care if the kid enjoyed WrestleMania. If that was all.
Yeah.
Let's not end the show this way. Go to
Holy
another.
fuck!
Yeah,
It just collapsed like fucking.
I guess fucking blew the spot. I guess I wasn't as hot as I
It
thought.
collapsed
So
like the tower. That's all it.
Raven
Oh,
shit.
Raven Rock.
I like that. I like that I'm the cop in this gif.
Yeah, I know. That's why I popped for. You would be our cop, you rat bastard.
I didn't look. I feel like I'm
Trying to
missing
get
out
us
because I'm not looking because I thought we were doing a show. My bad. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
I'm just gonna shut up because I'm apparently not the draw anymore. Stevie, take us home.
No, yeah.
All right, come on. Read the next email because we have too much dead air now.
All right,
Wow.
fucking A.
If we want dead air, we just watch Stevie's matches.
It's 8:40 already.
The ones from
fucking
Japan?
A.
Is that the one you were
Yes.
talking about?
Yes.
Last one. False flag holes by design
I
from
hate you.
Josh Anderson, Mr. Anderson. Hey guys, I know the ones in charge have been known for some botchamania, but couldn't argue that most holes in false flag are for design. I just feel that it worked for murderers. I'd probably do my job right. I don't know what the fuck that means, set for my iPhone. Hey guys,
Was the
I
guy
know-
drunk when you wrote this? What's
Hey
going on?
guys, I know the ones in charge have been known for some botchamania, but couldn't you argue that most holes in false flags are for design? I just feel that if I worked for murderers, I'd probably do my job right. Oh, okay, gotcha. Are holes in false flags there purposefully for conspiracy theorists to trip on them so we can punch holes in things and then the official story never holds any water, I think is what he's fucking asking.
Could be.
Some of them might be part of a disinformation campaign to inflame the underground movement of conspiracy theorists. I would say that. When it comes to Vegas and things like that, I would disagree. Sandy Hook as well.
Well, it just goes back to the question we raised 1,000 times. Shouldn't these guys be smarter? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can't control all the variables, right? Like as
Right.
as smart as I bet they think they're fucking smart, but like one fucking lie begets another, and then we're just punching holes in certain things, and then shitty performances like the security guard on Ellen or the fucking sheriff with the FBI dude's hand up his ass, making him talk like a puppet at the fucking press conference in Vegas. Things like that. You can't think of that shit ahead of time and be like, this is how we're going to do it when we get to step 15. I got to go with no, dude. I don't think a lot of those are put out there to as booby traps to fucking do things. There's just too many moving parts.
Well, do you think the explanation afterwards, not the actual action itself, do you think the narrative of the story may be somewhat a misdirection? Because I could see that happening.
Yeah, with NIST and all that. Okay, so I'll recant, I guess. Yes, because all that NIST shit had to been worked out before 9/11 for their fucking official story.
Let's just look. We don't have to go that far back. Sunspot Observatory. Who cares now? Nobody gives a fuck right now. Nobody
You're
has
right.
looked deeper than,
You're right.
oh, mailroom's closed.
Yep.
And their official story is the janitor had child pornography
Child
on the
porn.
laptop.
Didn't name
Bullshit.
didn't name the child janitor. Have you seen a pic of him?
No, and why would you send Black Hawk helicopters to fucking?
Right.
Yeah,
So,
we got to
like I
get the
said,
janitor.
nobody-
Fucking cue the
nobody cares.
Blackhawks. He's armed and dangerous with a fucking mop.
It's nothing. It's gone now.
Yeah.
It means nothing in the grand scheme of any of this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Well, they could say whatever they want, and they'll just put it out. And they thought it was anthrax. Nope, there was nobody there. Okay, we thought it was criminal activity. That's all we're going to tell you. Okay,
Right.
we'll accept that. Child pornography. Oh, fuck them. Yeah, burn them.
Yep.
Okay, great.
No, you're right.
Fair enough.
You're right. I got in some large scale ones that are capstone size. Maybe not, but ones like Sunspot, I think Sal's spot on. Absolutely, man. You definitely got me there, dude. Stevie?
I have to agree. That's sunspot on. That's a new saying.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we've gotten a lot, man, out of the cancer show tonight. I mean, it is Cancer Awareness Month. We want to, obviously say our empathy and sympathy to those who've lost somebody, anybody going through it, and also thank you for inspirational stories like what is his name, Chris, who's doing Stevie Richards Fitness right now, who's going through
Chris Frazier, yeah.
Chris Frazier. Inspiring, bro. Not giving up, showing what's what, not being a victim, not just another victim, brother. Doing what you got to do to say, hey, even though I'm going through some tough stuff. And to the cancer survivor we met at Dynasty, actually, too, guys. Remember that when we did that as well, and came back and he said he's in remission. When he came back to the next show, that was a big moment of happiness for us all. So. Never give up any fucking fight this way. Don't think you're over, and always keep fucking pushing yourself in everything you do, and keep as open-minded as you can when it comes to all this shit of people trying to fleece you for money. And it's time to start saying, why don't we have a cure when we know there's multiple cures from hemp remedies, weed oil, and obviously what we talked about with this girl earlier. Sorry.
No. Can I just want to touch on this for a second. I have personal information with this. A fucking doctor said, listen, don't read the internet stuff. Don't listen to, actually the words, don't listen to the internet. Don't listen to all these other, and the doctors actually said, don't listen to all these other bullshit stories. Chemo is the only thing that's going to help you. Okay, cannabis and all this other stuff, it's the pet rock of this year, is what was said. That is a fucking true story by a doctor who told somebody who has stage 4 cancer that stuff is the pet rock of this year. So, like, this is what they're willing to say that. They're willing to bank someone else's life on this is what we want to get, across to you, because this is the only thing that's going to save you. So
that's a fear tactic. Fully.
That's a problem for me.
It is a problem, but to be devil's advocate here, I'm not taking the doctor's side, obviously. One, these doctors are indoctrinated since day one from joining medical school to believe everything out there is fictitious. So they're all brainwashed. Two, greed, because he's probably getting a kickback from the remedy of what do you call it? Chemo.
Right.
That he's obviously going to push that because he has skin in the game. So those two factors alone, I can see what he's saying. We don't know which is which. We don't know if he believes a certain thing because he's indoctrinated to believe so, or he's just a greedy bastard, like you said, who's willing to take someone's life and jeopardize it just so he can make a fucking kickback and make some profit off of it. But regardless of the fact, you should never be closed-minded, and I agree with you, Sal. It's a fucked up situation.
Right, and to tell someone that, tell somebody in that
you're
position,
taking hope away.
Yeah. And you're giving them false hope for this. This is the only thing that's going to do it.
Right.
So if this don't do it, fuck you, you're done.
And giving yourself megalomaniac power, where what I say is all fucking gospel.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're a fucking
Science,
fossil.
baby. Science, religion, same thing.
Except now this guy's a fossil who's outdated. And
I
that's
agree.
the problem. And that's the situation, you know, as far as that shit goes.
Stevie?
Well, Dr. Stevie is not affiliated with any other doctor and doesn't agree necessarily. That really blows a hole in the 4 out of 5 doctors credibility bullshit, right?
Yeah.
That's once again, dude. We can go on all day and all night about this. It's all you can really do, and you don't even know what's healthy anymore. All you can do is trust your best instincts, try to live the best life you can, and be good to people, and not stress yourself the fuck out and try to give yourself an early grave.
Yeah.
I mean, there's tons of people out there to eat healthy, but the food that we're given and what we're considered to be healthy and this and that is not healthy at all. It's really pretty maddening. So I don't know.
So I'm wrapping it up right here. I'm doing all outros.
Leave it on a high note.
That's all right, man. You infidels know it's not Susan B. Komen. It's the conspiracy horsemen, infidels. And there's no prisoners here today. I don't care how big of an entity you think you are, what heartstrings you want to pluck. We're plucking the heartstrings of truth and justice and the way people should see things out here today, infidels. So if you want to follow us, it's at Greek God Popping On. It's at BWO Stevie. It's at Dead No Save. It's at bin_Hameen. It's what else is going on this week? ProWrestlingTees.com/Greek God Popping On /Stevie Richards /SEG search /Bin Hameen. Save 20% with a special promo code they got going on. So check all those out. StevieRichardsFitness.com, HackerHameen.podbean.com, and every place you can find us, infidels. It's easy on Twitter. Let us know what's going on with you, conspiracyhorsemen@gmail.com. We're doing the mailbag next week, so be a part of the show. Come up with a good question. Let us know what's going on. Don't write a Han-style email where I'm reading for 4 days and my voice goes out, infidels. Send all your free donations to the Church of Stevie at StevieRichardsFitness.com on PayPal. Infidels, pop it on. Where are you going to be this weekend?
I am off this weekend. I didn't take any bookings this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, pal. I've got an extra spot for you against Braun. You want to come in and job? Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Pay me my fare and it'll be good.
Yeah, we've got a house show in Syracuse this weekend.
Nice. No, but seriously, I got some personal stuff I got to take care of this weekend, so I didn't take any bookings. But the 20th, I'll be at NYWC. You can see me kick some ass there.
Awesome.
Go to www.nywcwrestling.com.
Check them out, infidels. If you're out on Strong Island, go support the Horsemen and GGP. I don't think the rest of us are booked. We got some new and upcoming exciting business that maybe we'll be able to stooge sooner or later. But keep cheering those bits. We appreciate you. Big Salah, GGP, Big Stevie Cool. You got anything else, man? You're good?
Yeah, we're good, man.
Y'all, Hacker Hameen, HackerHameen.podbean.com. We appreciate you. Conspiracy Horsemen, overstrong, always infidels. Y'all.